it disappears when you watch it. But it's, you know how channels have a logo?
Okay.
So that's going to go over quite a bit because
How do we turn that off?
I don't know, mate. It might disappear when you, I don't know.
Yeah, it seems to be fine, Marty. Good man. How you doing? What's going on? Yeah, timer's in. Looks like you've got time over for the party.
Yeah, sweet.
Happy days, bro. Happy days.
Set it up, ready to roll soon.
Love it.
Anything else?
All right, bro. We need some clams. Where's our clams? Oh, yeah. All right.
Got a bigger one?
Go over that way. Yeah, right off that.
Hello folks and welcome to the first of the Queensland titles here in 2023. Jason Whitten with you, coming to you live from Core Climbing here in Carrara. We've had a full Saturday of climbing and bouldering yesterday, and we've got our semi-final on today. Welcome to the Open A semi-finals. How are you folks? Good to see you at home. Welcome along. Great to have you here. We've got the Open A semi-finals this morning. In a moment, we will be starting the first of our competitions today. We've got a pretty big lineup, folks, so welcome along. We will have multiple live streams going today. We will stop and start the live streams. Feel free to share the link around with your family and friends or anyone who think they might want to join in. But welcome along. In a moment, probably about 5 minutes, we will have all the live action starting very soon from our Open A semi-finals. But in the meantime, we might have a quick highlights of yesterday's competition and then we'll get going.
3, 2, 1, let's go!
All right, folks, here we go. Welcome back to the semi-finals. We've got 20 competitors here today in the semi-finals, male and female running concurrently. Folks, it will be run World Cup format style, and on the clock there will be 5 minutes for each competitor, and the competitor has 5 minutes to top the boulder problem, folks. Then they get a chance to sit down, backs to the wall, and cycle through. There is 4 problems here today on the male and the female, and the clock will be 5 minutes for each climber. So let's see how we go here today. Let's have a look at who is in the competition. We come out in reverse order, folks. Reverse order from 20th finisher to first finisher. And let's do a quick look at the Open A male. I think we have out now Bryson Klein and Louisa Nagaro out on the wall right now on female number 1. Making pretty good work of that. Louisa doing great. We've got a bunch of great volunteers here today also from Sports Climbing Queensland, all volunteering, helping out. You'll see the judges and the brushers, and there's some of the volunteers. Some of the volunteers will be in the nice fluoro clothing, folks, so big shout out to them also. All right, great to see. We've got our first competitors out. I haven't seen the top yet. Finding it a little bit more challenging to get up through. Let me talk you through the rules here, folks. If you're new to the sport, bouldering is one of the most popular disciplines of climbing of recent times. Climbing, bouldering, speed climbing now in the Olympics, which is fantastic for the sport. But today is a boulder-only format where you get scored as you move from the bottom to the top, folks. Makes a lot of sense. You've got to start at the bottom, make your way to the top. And if you can see, the first place where you get a score is called a zone. And that'll be donated with a blue piece of tape by the look of it today. Where you start at the bottom of the climb, there are some starting holds which you must establish on. Oh, Louisa taking a bit of a gnarly fall. There's a bit of commitment in that. You can see, folks, at the bottom there, you've got some yellow tape. You must start with an appendage, a foot or a hand, touching those holds at the bottom. And then you move your way up to the top. On the way, you will reach the zone. Nice little replay there. That's over for the first competitors. No tops yet, and as far as I can see, no zones. So we shall see how we go here. We've got Theo Nicaro and Katie McCowan joining us now out on the mats. And it'll get busy in a moment, folks. The first couple of competitors now sit down with their backs to the wall, and then we're going to cycle through the competition as we go. And in a minute, we'll get very busy, but we're joined by Ian Gilmartin.
Your partner in crime.
Mate, thanks for joining us on the live stream.
Excited to be here, good sir.
We've got a pretty strong lineup here today. Open A male, Open A female, semi-finals. Big day yesterday.
Yeah, there was incredible record turnouts again, which we're always very grateful for, all the athletes coming in and taking a part and throwing down. And yeah, sensational effort from every single person who competed. Hard to split, and what we're left with here is 20 incredible athletes, and this is showing you this is reverse order that they're coming out in, and you know, we're already seeing from the people in 20th and 19th position coming out and really kicking goals.
There's certainly some strength here. Katie throwing down, and that, you know, I think that might be her second or third go. We might have a top here, folks. Strong.
Yes, what a start. Incredible to see. Really phenomenal. And this is what it's all about, is we just, you know, everybody comes in and they're on an equal playing field, and you just got to come and give you all. So if you are tuning in at home, please remember to share this with everybody that you know who else couldn't make it in. The live stream here is on Facebook and YouTube for Sport Climbing Queensland. It'll be on all day. And it can be watched back later as well. So any of these amazing highlights you see, share it with your friends, jump on and tell them to get on and watch the live stream back.
Totally. We got Theo here. Theo all the way from Queensland. We do have a few interstate competitors here today. And, you know, what's the go with that? Ian, you know, like some of the competitors travel from, you know, Victoria, South Australia, New South Wales. It's great to see people taking the time to...
And they're really top-level athletes, so basically they can come in, they can compete, they can throw down, be part of the competition. They don't take the medal spots, so at the end of it, if they were, say, if you had Ben Abel, for instance, as the New South Wales competitor, if he came and he took the championship away, or Jesse Raffini, they wouldn't take... There'd be two podiums. There'd be a outright competition podium, and then there'd be the Queensland podium after that.
I think it's great. Well, you know, the Olympics has really put the sport on the map. Very, very popular now, especially with the younger climbers.
Well, we've seen it personally, the excitement building over the last couple of years, and every competition, new record number again and again. And this is the thing why we start talking about Campbell, Jesse, and Ben, who've come from 3 different states. It's just competition experience against, you know, when it comes to nationals, these are the people that are going to be going head to head with each other. So why not face each other as much as you can?
Totally. And we got nationals in a few weeks' time, so folks, keep an eye out for that. We will be live streaming that also. But we had Oceana McKenzie do very well in one of the Boulder Cups just recently.
Yeah, incredible effort. And, you know, there's a little bit of weather and things, and yeah, she just showed a potential. You know, young Australian climbers, and really stepping on the world scene now and leveling up. And that's the thing, is that, you know, we've not been a sleepy state in terms of, you know, climbing, but there's other countries that are more well known for their climbing prowess, and Australia's now sort of standing up and saying, hey, we've got some some incredible people who can do it too. And yeah, Oceana's the next one to step up and really show.
Well, you know, when you know, you and I were commentating last year in the youth Boulder Cup as well in the finals, and some of the, you know, the talent coming through is spectacular. So over this next decade, exciting to see.
Yeah, well,
I think.
There's a documentary being filmed at the moment, a 13-parter, and one of the aspects of that is on climbing, and that was actually from myself and you speaking on Young Atako while she competed here and last year at the youth states. And they looked into her, found out more about her, and yeah, there's a documentary being filmed. She's representing the sport of bouldering, so that's exciting.
That is fantastic. Well, we haven't seen much progression yet on this men's one. It looks, some fantastic commitment there. Looks like,
yeah, it definitely seems that's the way to go at it. And again, this is technically it's reverse order from how they finished in the semis, but as I said, it's a clean slate and they're all incredibly talented. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how people approach this differently, especially the further you get into this. Normally it's slightly more experience in the competition, or in competing in playoffs.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we'll see.
All the way to the buzzer, let's see. Well, now, folks, it is a format where you can't continue to climb after the buzzer. Once the time is done, that's it, you must come down.
Yes.
To finish your climb, or to say, hey, I made it to the top or the zone. Zone, we talked about that before, but, you know, starting, you need to have 4 points on the yellow tape at the bottom. Partway through the boulder problem, folks, there will be a piece of tape, usually a blue piece here today. That's a zone. You must control that and move off it.
And you can see that on the camera there, off the white one there in the middle. That's the zone. Usually it's a crux move, you know, or passing that means that you've got past, you know, at least the difficult section of the climb and is rewarded with that points, the zone points. And the number of attempts to zone is quite important as well. Yes. Obviously, the overall is getting to the top. 2 hands, showing control and acknowledging the judges. There's actually a new handout that the Queensland team have been giving out this year to the athletes, just saying, hey, that it's not you think you've shown control, it's the judges seen that you've shown control. So you must actually take 2 hands, show control, and look at the judge to acknowledge them. This is Emily Godson here, a core member from the day one, a core team member from day one, working through the climbs. She's coming back off a little bit of an injury. She hurt herself yesterday and she wasn't sure she was going to compete. But if there's mental toughness, Emily's got bags of it.
Well, she's looking solid, and she just come back from having a baby as well. So, you know, that's, you know.
1 year deep, actually, last week.
There you go,
yeah. But yeah, she's incredible climber and, you know, fitness fanatic. But really good to see her back in here. And it was last minute. She was one of the last ones to sign up to Wednesday, Thursday night when they were closing.
And made it into the semi-finals.
Yeah, came off the back of a 3-week Blue Mountains holiday. So not a bad life she's living.
A good way to get fit maybe for the bouldering competition. We got Theo here.
Well, definitely for the sport.
Calvin.
Sport climbing, and the lead titles have just gone live. Actually, the tickets are now live yesterday afternoon. So if anybody's watching this thinking, when's the next comp? Sport Queensland. We've got the Nationals in 2 weeks, but Sport Queensland has their state lead titles at Beta Boulevard, and they've just gone live as well yesterday.
So if you're thinking of competing, folks, make sure you track that down. And as always, we'll be on the live stream as well.
Yeah,
you can see a bit of passion there.
Bryson's a household name as well, phenomenal climber, Ninja Warrior TV athlete as well.
There you go, Louisa. Bit of a dry fire at the top there.
Yeah. I see it every time, but these climbs look incredibly challenging. Like, you don't realise the angle of this one as well. You know what Emily's
That's pretty steep in there, folks.
About 45 degrees or something. Yeah.
Well, I know the route setters have done an incredible job.
Yep, different team this year as well. We've got John, who's led the team from Tasmania, and a couple of guys from Sunshine Coast, Brisbane, a couple of our own as well. Worked tirelessly all week to create these incredible boulders. So yeah, hats go off to the setters as always.
Totally, and a shout out to all of the volunteers as well. You can see them in their brightly coloured jerseys, the brusher,
It's a
official
thankless
brusher.
task, isn't it? Yeah, because you'll still be criticised and you're doing it for free, but a heck of an effort.
Yeah, they're doing great.
Queensland always needs volunteers as well. Another thing to keep in mind, if you want to get involved, hit up the Sport Queensland team. They need volunteers, they need board members. Always need anyone who's got a bit of free time and willingness. They'll take it on board and they'll utilise it. So please make sure that if you are interested in helping out for the next event, get in touch with someone.
Totally, yeah. If you want to support the sport as it grows, we're on a bit of a growth trajectory. Get in behind it. That'd be awesome.
And you're giving your time as well, Jess. You help out as well, on the.
Try and do what we can, yeah, for sure. But it's great to see so many people supporting this, and as the sport grows in popularity, the youth following through or coming through as well. It's been fantastic to see. So
yeah, no, it's young fellas like ourselves are being replaced by genuine young fellas. Yeah, yeah, it's good to see. It really is. And the age group in this final group is actually incredible as well. There's a lot of the athletes are 15, 16, 17, and.
Well, they're all
that's promising, isn't it?
They're all sub 30, I think. If we probably sub 25 when it comes down to it. It seems that these days,
yeah,
certainly.
Actually, that's a good point. I think Emily might be one of the oldest in the field, and she's still only 30. Yeah, yeah. It's a young person's sport at the moment, that's for sure. But that's just because they've grown up with these exceptional facilities. Obviously, I'm biased with Core, believing that that's our gym being fantastic as well, but there's so many premium facilities now around Australia, more every day it seems.
And I think that's the point, really. If you look at Europe and America, they've been, these quality of facilities for a decade or more. Where Australia really, it's only been the last 3 to 5 years where we've started to, get these type of facilities. And
without doubt, we used to commute to Brisbane and. An hour and a half drive and parking and a nightmare and such that was just what you did for climbing, and that's why it was considered a kook sport.
Yeah.
People say you drive 2 hours and you do this to do it, or you're going outside into the bush. But now it's become more accessible. People are realizing how fun and how easy to get into it is. So if you're watching at home, because you've got a family member who does it and you think they're a madman or a madwoman, then hey, come down and give it a shot. Find your local gym. It doesn't have to be ours. Come find your local gym wherever you might be located, and there'll be one near you now. And just give it a go. I guarantee you'll have fun.
Bouldering's great like that. It's very easy, simple, low-key to get involved with. So, I concur with that. It's a good place for a date night as well,
Oh, yes, yeah, exactly. Yeah, keep selling it. Yeah, no,
there you go.
Yeah, it's good for all things. In fact, we see a lot of families together too. That's the other thing.
It's great for the kids. Keep them busy. Looks like we're getting close to the top here. Hopefully, we get Katie McKeown. Come on, Katie.
Oh,
yes.
Wow, 2 for 2. What really making a statement. Incredible start. Lovely humans, every climber.
Nice. Here we got Andy Brown. He's done well. He did well last year.
Yeah, he's a character as well, which always helps.
The colourful shirt and.
Everyone's having a bit of a struggle with his first one, and it does. I mean, if you're in person, by the way, it doesn't look any smaller when you get here in person. It's not a TV trick. That jump is gigantic.
Looks like a long way.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, it's my height times 2, but I'm interested to see how they all get on when it comes to it.
Well, it's interesting the psychology of the setters. How do we mess with the climbers, right?
Yeah, exactly. And we saw a lot of really, really strong climbers yesterday who were overthinking the climbs because they were like, they expect a setter's trick, and sometimes it's just beautiful route setting, and they think, there must be
something
heel behind
here.
The ear and a backflip there, and no, it's just great routes. And
don't overthink it, grab it and pull on it. Well, I think,
but that's part of the mystique of how they get you to think that, and that's why it's. It's such an interesting skill to create these routes, because, you look at a blank wall and a couple of holes and they make living art, art that people have to attend.
That's it. Well, I think...
Come on, Andy.
I think we might end up with some of the route setters here maybe a bit later just to give us the lowdown. But
that'd be a treat.
What's my call? I reckon that first hold is nothing to stop on. There you go. Oh, Andy.
Oh, he nearly proved you wrong. I heard you, the curse of the commentator.
You either say one way or another, either hold on or not.
Well, I was going to say it's not that positive. So yeah, I was going to say I think you have to paddle through. That's the only way. But
Maybe you go a little bit slower to that first one and then blast off to the second one. But we'll see. I think Andy's getting close now. He's got the feel, I think.
he's definitely
Yep. There we
he's
go.
definitely-
Oh,
seems to
that's
be the
a
way.
tough crossover.
But the Neohold second one is it's not as shallow as it looks, but it's still not a jug by any means.
You got to get it. You got to get it further to the left. So we'll see. We'll see if Andy can unlock the code.
Yeah, you got to get some skin on the top of the hold for sure as well, because yeah, it's not a fingertip grab. We've got Theo going again. Is it here? Yes.
Well, as you can see, folks, the other competitors are sitting backs to the wall in the 5-minute cycle as we go, and
It's all World Cup format now with they've switched to in the state events.
yeah. Well, the World Cup format is interesting. They've changed the formats a little when it comes to the the Olympic qualifying. They've taken speed climbing out.
Oh yes, indeed, yeah. Which was we knew it.
Andy, yes.
Come on, Andy. We knew it was coming. We knew that there was a potential for when it got into the Olympics. Obviously, the speed was the flash. The quickest event in Olympic history to do it. Because. It's 5 seconds potentially.
Well, they've sub 5 at the last Boulder World Cup. They did have the speed as well.
Sub 5
and sub 5, and the records just kept on falling.
But I think I can't see it continuing to fall much more, but it will a little bit, and that's the thing to think about is that it's that's what kind of got climbing into the Olympics. It's got a 5-second this, that, and the other, and now they said, hey, look, these are contrasting sports. And we saw in the Olympics, with no disrespect to year one, but you had some climbers competing who just couldn't do the speed to the same. It's justice that it deserved, or vice versa. Speed climbers who couldn't do justice to the lead or the boulder.
That's right.
So now
that's right.
Split, I think it's really nice.
All right, hold on, so folks. We'll be back in a moment.
Yeah.
All right, that was a bit of action from yesterday. We did have a fantastic day of climbing yesterday.
Yes.
Well, we had what did we have? The Open A qualifiers. We had the Open B qualifiers.
No, Open A
semis.
qualifiers. We had the social, and we had the Masters as well in the afternoon. So yeah, any athletes. Actually, Masters was an amazing turnout as well. But yeah, Masters and social competed in the afternoon, and Open A. There was 100 competitors in the Open A division. It's the same 5 on 5 off. So it was like a train basically, wasn't it, to watch?
It was absolutely
just constant
action-packed
running of people. Yeah.
Yep.
And these are the top 20 out of each side that have made it through. But it was a great day yesterday, and today you guys at home are getting to enjoy it as well, which is really nice to see.
All right, well, Oscar's given Theo a bit of a shout-out. Thanks, Oscar. Great to see. Anyone online or on the live stream right now, give us a shout-out. Let us know who you're backing here today. And Ian Harris, bit of a shout-out to everyone. Thanks, Ian. Great to have you on the live stream.
Welcome.
As we said before, folks, share it, like it, let everybody know. The more people who get exposure to what we're up to with the quality of the live streams, the quality of the facilities, the professionalism of the competitions. It's getting
and look, it all helps.
on the scene.
You're getting crispy live streams here, which we would never have got a couple of years ago, and that's because the more eyes on the sport, the more opportunity there is. And Jace, your team does without doubt the best live streams I'd say in the world, but definitely in the country. Incredible quality. I mean, look, this is not what you were getting a few years ago, people, before teams like Jace came into it, and this is what we need: more eyes on the sport, more people getting involved. And if you're at home, and it's like network marketing, I'm not selling you holidays, but if you share it with someone and someone on your Facebook sees it, they might not be the next Olympic champion, but they might share it with someone else who's got a kid who they take and give it a try. So just let's pass it around, let's share the sport of climbing, put it on your Facebook, get more people viewing it, and who knows who we're going to introduce to it.
That's right. Well, this first M1 is still causing all sorts of confusion and mayhem for the competitors so far. We haven't seen a zone yet.
Yeah, I was just thinking that before. I thought the zone,
Anthony Bristow here.
But once you get past the zone, look where the finish is. That's what I just looked then and I went, oh my, yeah.
Well, it's not over, folks. I think it's a stiff one to get going. But as we roll around the wall here, the competitors are...
I almost feel that you have to come back and down on the first one.
It does feel that way, doesn't it? Well,
you can't go up. Yeah, so this first one on the white one here on the left is once you catch that blue zone and show control. So to have the zone qualified, you basically have to show control or move past it.
yeah.
You can avoid the zone and go straight for the finish, but I mean that's impossible too on this. So I'll be interested to see who gets this.
Well, we're still, technically got the strongest climbers to come. They're out last after the first order, so we've got plenty of climbing action. And Emily here,
yeah, so
looking for a top.
The top qualifying athletes are yet to come. This is technically reverse order, but as we've seen, out the gate, we've seen Katie getting 2 tops already. So and it's still anybody's game, this, and someone who might have gone steady in qualifying, so to speak, it can step up in the semis here.
Well, there's a little bit of strategy to this sort of stuff too. You don't want to, wear your skin out, or you want to have enough energy left for the next day. There's 2 sort of reasonably big days of climbing. The challenge is, certainly in isolation, folks, they get to sit out the back for, an hour or more before they come out, and then they sort of throw it down. So you gotta be warm enough but not worn out. You got to be ready to go at a moment's notice.
We saw a couple of the guys yesterday who were late seeds. They did 3.5 hours in isolation. Obviously, they're not staying warm that whole time, but knowing when to start your warm up and when to prep, how to prep, it's again another skill set that doing these competitions will only enhance your ability to do better.
Totally.
And this is the thing, is they're coming out and you don't know what kind of climb you're coming out to. That's the other thing is, these athletes are coming out. They didn't know that they were in the arch and they're climbing pockets and cracks. But here they are.
Well, and let's talk about that. This is what's called an on-site format. So this is the first time they see these problems. In the finals, the competitors will get a chance to view the problems before they climb, because the time will drop to 4 minutes. World Cup format.
Exactly right.
Yep.
So slight difference in the final.
Stick with us, folks.
We're just showing you what it looks like at night in the gym as well. So we have we have a bit of a different view. But no, basically, yeah, so they come out and they all view the climbs, and then they have a minute less to climb them. So it's slightly different. Just about to come out and take the first one on.
We've got a little glitch here, folks, so stick with us. We'll be back as soon as we can be. The action's still happening in the back there.
Yeah, we're here. We're here.
We're back.
There's a few spectators knocking around, so they might be nudging a few things.
There you go.
But we're back here. So here you can see young Kyle, Gold Coast climber from Alpine down the road, trained by Eve as well, who works here at Core Climbing. And she's been...
She's doing. She's working quite well with a lot of the state team as well. Some of the young climbers.
Sport Queensland coach. So we're really lucky here at Cogs. We have Chris, who does all our squads for all our squad athletes, and Chris Green, who's our head rooster, and we have Eve Broxham as well, who's the Sport Queensland head coach as well, our coach, and she's working with all the athletes, and she does a lot of the independent coaching through Core here too. And Kyle's one of the athletes that she's been working with here at Core quite intensely, and he climbs at Alpine a lot as well down the road, his home gym. So it's good to really see he's only 15, I think, as well.
Yeah,
so
young and strong.
Just powering through.
Absolutely.
Oh, and with a little dirt hop. Beautiful.
Andy Brown always coming up with different ways, breaking the beta, folks. When
He's
it
not
comes,
someone who takes no very lightly, is he? Yeah, which is great. But no, come on, Kyle. So this is good to see. He's got a sticker on his shoulder.
the Z.
The zone climbing. That's his brand now.
Well, there you go. Good bit of free advertising for zone climbing.
Yeah. And he's got to get it. Come on.
Yeah. Well, that one's got us all stumped a little, folks. So.
There's actually, a lot of good Gold Coast climbers here as well. The Alpine guys have got a lot of really strong athletes in this as well. Gold Coast, again, like we see that year on year, and this is the first time I was hosting the state adult competition.
Yes.
And seeing, the local athletes rise to the challenge has been phenomenal. We're really blessed on the Gold Coast to have so many strong climbers, and we've got Emily in here from Colgate. Luke Beatros later, he finished in 7th, I believe, who works as part of the team. So it's good to see that it's not. It's the familiar faces as well, but there's a lot of new young climbers and new athletes giving it a go and making these moves into the top level.
Yeah, totally. Well, I do know. I was chatting with a few of the youth competitors, and they're quite keen to get into the adult competitions as well. So watch out for that coming up as that new crew joins. Hello. New crew joins the Open.
Well, Jesse and Jasper, who are the oldest two of the older kids in our youth ones, they did their first state event here and both managed to get one top. But it was in a couple of zones they were battling each other. But again, 14, 15-year-old kids starting to make that way through.
Yes.
And yeah, we're looking in core, which I think a lot of people see. We take a heap of the medals in all the youth state events. Our 8 to 15-year-old group is packed full of power.
Very strong.
And yeah, we're going to see hopefully good showings in nationals, but we're going to see that next couple of years in the States. I think they'll transition over.
That autofocus is still not working.
We might change the format. It might be a different format that it's on the wrong one. I tweaked it to make it 60 frames, so it might be the reason.
Not working.
Right, coming to you, Ange, coming to you. Hold on to the boys, hold on to them.
Thanks, Lynn, for the message there as well. Enjoy the climbs, everyone. Have a great day. It's definitely
Shout out from Lynn Adams. Thank you, Lynn.
definitely started off as a good day. It's going to be a phenomenal one. So thank you, and keep staying tuned, everyone, because there's plenty more athletes to go. We're about 7 in.
We got a shout out from Peter Martland. Ruby rocking it, absolutely. The ACAQ shirt. And Citrus Oz, loving it, Ian. Oh, I think you've got a fan, Ian, in Citrus Oz.
I think that's my other account.
There you go.
Thank you, whoever it is.
All right.
It might be Ian Harris. It might be the other Ian.
All right, well, now we have the cycle through, folks. That's 5 minutes done, and the clock doesn't stop. It keeps turning over, but...
perpetual countdowns. It's such an exciting thing because you get your 5 minutes off, and it seems like a lifetime, but it also seems like over in a blink when you think, all right, 5 minutes to regroup, and then they're telling you turn around, you're back up again next climb. That's Carlotta, is it? Yeah, she's really strong as well.
Yeah, 5 minutes.
Great performance from her yesterday too. Come on.
Very strong as well. Her, I've seen her around training with a few of her friends, and they're absolute crushes.
Yeah, and great energy, really fun group, and
bring a lot
really
of fun
nice
to the
people,
to the gym for sure. Yep. There you go. Great to see. What a great shot. 5 climbers in one shot.
Yeah,
all having a good crack at it.
Just pick where to watch, right? But yeah, exactly. It's like action everywhere. She looks like we're going to see this middle one. Come on, she's moving through that red nicely.
Down the end here, the men are coming. Here we got the slab.
Oh, the final climb. Here we go, yeah.
So our first competitor, Louisa, is at her final boulder problem. And I believe it's 5 boulder problems for the semi-finals, folks. I said 4 before, so 5 for the semis and 4 for the finals. And oh, we got a top.
Yes.
Crowd goes wild. And I think that's Bryson, I think. Yeah, Bryson. Yep.
Oh, nearly saw someone hold that first one as well there.
Well, here's a tricky little start. Wedge yourself in the back there, and this one's commonly known as a slab, folks. If you're new to climbing, many of you will know what's going on, but if you're not, if you're watching from home, if you're one of the supporters who are mum, dad, uncle, auntie, brother, mother, friend, whatever it might be, then there's certainly a few, what would you call it, acronyms or things, descriptions. This is what's called slab climbing, where it's usually about balance and taking it slow and on your feet and all sorts of things.
Yeah, exactly right. That angle change from it being, overhung and your weight being put onto you to having that, not weightless, but that inverted feeling of the wall, vertical or away from you. It's just such a different aspect because, as a heavier climber, muscle, I do prefer a slab because that, it's a very technical, very precise style of climbing. But there's also the fear that if you fall on an overhung one, you just drop straight on your butt. If you fall on something like this on a slab, you're scraping straight down the hole.
My shins are covered in, covered in scars for that.
Yeah.
Oh, hey.
Oh, come on.
And Carlotta close to the top.
Come on,
and could this be, well, let's not kibosh it. Come on.
Yeah, come on.
Pull over, Heather.
Still
Yep. Here we
go
go.
through. So the
Nice.
last girl who did this is a big
come on.
Go. Come on, Carlotta.
Yes.
Yes.
And we've got a top.
And there's the energy.
And that could be the first top. Second top of the first one.
Katie got it, I believe, as well.
Fantastic. Well done. She's pretty happy with that, and so she should be.
Yeah, really good. And that's the thing is, there's these holds on this. You got the Arctic cracks, and then you've got the Kingdom Dragon Balls. Both those holds, the Dragon Balls, they're not something that you can just put your hand around traditionally. It's like a big sloper hold, so you have to.
No, I dislike them immensely.
Yeah. On this angle as well? No way.
Yeah, they're usually horrible on the flat, on the vertical, and now they're
overhanging.
overhanging.
I really
great replay there, and shout out to Wild Earth sponsoring our instant replay.
Oh yeah, nice, yeah. And I will say that the cracks aren't that deep and delicious. But the good thing is not these climbs, but the final climbs will be left up this week as well. And
I'll be down to the gym this week to give them a crack.
And the open B climbs will be there. The social climbs are there, and we've got some guest setters setting another 30 climbs.
Oh, that's great.
So we're going to have a whole new gym for everyone to come and check out here.
Exciting times. Well, big shout out from Patricia for Carlotta. Well done.
Nice.
And if you're sitting at home, folks, and you want to give a shout out, feel free to do so. We'll give it a bit of a yell out on the live stream. Thanks for joining us. And yeah,
the other ones are missing, I just can see them.
As we said before, make sure you let everyone know. Let your friends and family know that the live stream is here. Oh, and
me hungry
big commitment there.
Yeah.
Oh.
There's nothing like a cheeky Cliff Bar in your bag, is there? I just watched it. I was like, oh, I could do with a cheeky Cliff Bar. Peanut butter banana, that's the best flavour.
I do like that one.
Yeah, that's incredible.
Yep. So we've now got rotating Katie down here, about to do her final climb. Big commitment. Seconds from the buzzer for Louisa.
Yeah, yeah.
And a bit of a transition from.
Oh, I tell you what.
Big commitment.
Wasn't far from it either.
Usually what happens, in that 5 minutes, you might have a little look, you might clean the holds a little bit, get yourself orientated before you just charge off. But
yeah, it's one of those things, isn't it, that it's good to have a look, and you got 5 minutes, but that doesn't mean you have to sprint to the wall and try and get cracking. It's read the beta, look down the climb, figure out what's going to be the best way for you to approach it. And some people do get stuck on that, where they'll set that one way and they'll keep believing they can get it that way and they'll give it the whole 5 minutes. Other people you'll see are a bit more adventurous. One way doesn't work, they try another.
one.
And that's the beauty of climbing. That's like no other sport. No other sport, you become a weightlifter, you know what the barbell is you're carrying, you know what know what weights there are, etc., etc. Sprinting the same hurdles, etc. Climbing, you're turning up to the wall, and the angles could be different from the last comp. The holds are different. The moves.
You're not familiar with the holds, the whole different set of climbing holds.
Different route sets, different methods, different moves, different brands of holds, different wall brands. It's just such an incredible sport, and that's why I think it's now exploding, because people are starting to understand the nuances and the techniques required to become a climber. And look, a day one climber can turn up and try and use these same holds.
Aha! No, well, there we go. Katie, absolutely committed to that one.
Stomp.
And all right, well, the top's just there. Not far from the top here, folks. One more, get a foot set, and nice.
Great backstep.
Great top there.
Brilliant. Really, what a showing.
Happy with that.
3 or 4 tops for her as well, yeah, so that'll put her in current first place.
Yeah, well,
long way to go, though.
Long way to go yet, folks. I think that is our second climber of the day, who was our 18th finisher, but she's done very well in the semis right here, so it'll be interesting to see. We've still got a lot of strong climbers to go.
Yeah, I was just thinking, I'm just excited to see everybody. I was like looking at the list, and I was like, it's the who's who of Queensland climbing, and it's really, really great. So congratulations. If you're watching this back and you are competing, well done for for coming in and competing. And if you competed yesterday again, hats off to you. It was, look how strong the field is. Wherever you finish is a victory for you and a victory for the sport. And yeah, young Kyle here just trying to, this is what we're talking about, trying to figure out different methods.
Well, that's right. I was going to say it's
a
a different method, and I think that's part of the strategy too. Watching a lot of the World Cups.
Yes.
You see the best boulders in the world. They'll try it for a little bit, and they'll try it a different way because they know maybe they're stuck on. Stuck in a way that's not going to work.
And you're feeling that you're hitting a bit of a plateau, there's obviously training will always benefit you, but the other thing is, put some time aside to watch some of these top-level competitions. You're watching a state final here, look at these moves that the guys are putting on. Same thing, watch some World Cup climbing, watch some big competitions overseas. There's so much to learn. Look at the forearms on, jeez Louise.
Some very, very athletic young climbers. Just a little bit of
yeah, there's a good effort from everyone here. Kyle's just looks like he's got this first bit figured out. He's still got a minute left. They've still got plenty of time here to try and make it.
Well, usually anywhere between sort of 20 and 30 seconds is a good time frame to leave open for getting to the top.
Minimum, yeah. I mean, Archie's just giving it another go on his first one. It would be nice to... oh, no, it doesn't look like anyone's going to get that first one yet. But come on, Kyle. He's got 30 seconds, so this should be enough if he can... Nah, it's just...
And, it's flat. It's a slab, but, you think, oh, that's fine. It's not overhanging or anything like that. But, no, it's certainly, as part of the route setting, they put the handholds facing away. That's not great to use.
Yeah,
the footholds are quite slippery.
And that's the thing is that the standard yesterday of climbs was very difficult. Today, semi-final, 15% harder.
Yeah.
And then this afternoon, finals for the top 6, harder again.
We're back in a second, folks, after this little break. All right, bit of a shout out to our highlight supporter there.
Yeah, Wild Earth Highlights. That's really just, just epitomised. Yesterday was just all action, all fun and adventure and amazing. And yeah, just keep in mind, guys, this is the Climbing Anchors 2023 state event, and the sponsors, you'll see them scrolling through here along the banner as well. Make sure if you're at home and you need some climbing gear or any advice, just take note of these sponsors because they really do give back to this sport and this community.
Totally.
And yeah, we'd appreciate you all jumping on and showing them some love and support too.
Yeah, we couldn't do it without them. We couldn't do it without all of the parties, including CORE, the volunteers, Sports Climbing Queensland, the live stream team.
It's 100% true.
It's a team. It's a team act. It's
everybody gives their time and effort, and it's greatly appreciated. And like that's what I say is that so many volunteers in this industry. It's not like other sports, and it's not a well-funded sport. So yeah, if you want to get involved, hit anybody up, your local gym, hit up the Sport Queensland, whoever. A bit of knitting here.
Well, there you go. How's that?
Phantom nipping and knitting as well.
Well, there's time efficiency for you. Listen, I'm going to be sitting here. I might as well do some knitting while I've got some time. Love it.
Multitasking is something, I don't seem to possess. Phenomenal. So come on, Emily. I want to see Emily top this. We're going to will her on here. Come on, Em. You knit. It's a horrific start position because that hold is quite slim. It's sloped over, and Emily's a yoga instructor, so if she's having a struggle, that should put it in some perspective of how difficult that start is.
That one could be.
Yes. So this is another Emily. Emily Amy's here from Pinnacle Sport, another venue sponsor here at the event, and competed yesterday in Masters and took the title. And,
fantastic.
And competed in Open A's and made the final. So I don't know how she'll be feeling right now, but hectic effort, yeah. Come on, Em. Beautiful.
Big couple of days. Now, folks, you can see many holes on the wall there. That's the T-nut or the climbing holes. You can't put your fingers in, then you can't pull on those. So that's not allowed. You can stand in them though. It's
Yes,
it's
we've
called the
seen it,
Brook
haven't we?
Rabbitoo, isn't it?
Yeah.
Where
Yes. I don't think we'll see that today, though.
But there are some screw holes on the climbing holes themselves on the edge, and you are allowed to use them. So there's a few little nuances to the rules, folks, but by and large,
Yeah, pretty much.
whatever you
what
can
see
grab
is what
onto,
you get. Yeah,
you can
exactly.
use.
Use it if it'll help you, but it often won't.
That's right. There will be
some.
sometimes a bit of black tape or something that you're not allowed to go past, but today it's pretty clean setting.
Yeah, and
Great amount of space for the gym as well, so, you know.
yeah, well, we used the whole gym for this event. It's obviously not just the comp wall, but yeah, Em's got a bit of a bad shoulder, so she wasn't sure she was going to compete. Was not able to offer a spot to anyone else, so she said no. Stuff it. I'll keep the integrity in the numbers of athletes competing.
Yep.
And just a show of her character. But yeah, she's given it all, and hopefully she's can rest up and not in too much pain.
We've got a bit of a shout out here from Mentor online saying any Victorians in the competition. Yes, we do have
Campbell Harris.
Campbell Harris all the way from Victoria. One sold Victorian, so go Campbell.
Yeah, and currently in joint first place as well after the first round. So a
Yeah.
good representation so far for Victoria, yes indeed.
Well, they only need to send one by the sounds of it then.
Yeah. Exactly right. We'll just send an absolute gun.
Send the best one.
Come on, Em.
Very committing move, this one.
I think she needs
sort
to
of
move the
around the
right
corner.
foot up
Hard
a
to
bit,
see.
yeah.
Hard to see.
I think you need your feet up a little bit closer to the edge, and then
Yep.
you really got to trust that catch. But Emily's a much better climber than me, so how she sees it, I'm not going to fight her. Yeah. So this is the thing that you can't really see at home always, and why we do encourage you to get to the local competitions and support them is the angle.
Emily,
oh my
nice.
gosh, she did a little halfway.
She took a bit of time to weigh that up, but we've got 20 seconds. We might see a beater buzzer or a buzzer beater here. Come on, Emily.
Come
Yes.
on, Em. Come on, Em.
All right.
Come on, Em. Please.
Come
please,
on,
please,
one
please,
more
please.
move.
You got it, bud. You got it.
Come on, Emily. The clock is ticking.
7 seconds. She's perfectly fine.
Oh, come on, Emily.
Glue.
Oh. All the way to the buzzer. Love that.
And her partner Chris is on the microphone now, so
Chris doing the emceeing for the day.
Yeah, fingering many pies. He again just back from the Blue Mountains straight into route saying for this competition, and now emceeing as well. So a tip of the cap.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep.
But he loves it. He loves. He's a high energy human, and I don't think he'd be the kind of person who likes to sit on his hands.
He's an awesome human, and just a new dad as well. So taking all that in his stride.
Oh, he's embraced that. He's got the dad chat. I'm telling you, if he could get a dad bod slipped on straight away, he would. But he's jacked. He loves the dad life, that's for sure. Mr. Beatros is
All
just
right,
walking out
Andy
now.
Brown here.
Come on, Andy. Let's see Big Dog Andy put one in.
Look at that. What a move.
He's literally just... Oh,
Some
my gosh.
crazy contortion right there.
What rubbers he got on those shoes, Jace?
Very sticky, whatever it is.
I think I need a set.
Oh, wow. Look at this.
Come on, Andy.
Yeah.
Well,
Yay! He's happy with that.
That is champagne climbing. Absolutely top draw. Brilliant.
And we've still got plenty of action going on here. You can see down the shot. If we went to the long view, we would see the whole climbing gym, folks. We've got great lineup there of all the competitors. Fantastic support, physical support here today. If you feel like it, get in your car, come on down. The finals are on this afternoon. This is the semi-final, folks. If you're just joining us, this is the semi-finals. Male and female, open. And this is our first competition of the year. State finals.
Yeah, this is a little replay here from Wild Earth, the instant replay of what we just saw Andy Brown somehow complete. I mean, If there's ever, you know, I know I just said that Emily's a yoga instructor, but if there's ever a promo for doing yoga and getting your flexing in, warm up correctly.
That is true.
That young man just did the unthinkable. And now we're back live again, which is back on one of these first two ones. We're going to see if Mr. Denner can crack this mystery of climb one for the males.
Well, there is a little bit of a conversation, you know, especially in the bouldering scene, that, you know, the evolution of bouldering, a little bit more parkour / gymnastics / climbing / yoga.
Yeah, it's now you need many, multifaceted sport. You need many different skill sets to hone the one.
Yep.
And it's you're so right. Is that there is that the dynamic side and the parkour aspect.
The balance, the core strength, the push, the pull.
And also you need to be a psychologist, because the mental game is second to none as well. How many times do you fall off a climb and beat yourself up for 20 minutes? Well, you got 5 minutes to regain here, so yeah, that's no good.
And you know, in all of the competitions, you can see how quickly things can change. You know, you might not go great on the first 1 or 2. You've still got 3 left, and if you can get flashes and tops.
Well, there's a big shout out to an athlete didn't actually make the top 20. 21st was Lachlan, who climbs here consistently. Absolute, great climber, lovely chap. And, he's 5 days a week in here. And he battled on the first climbing qualifying yesterday, and he got it with 2 seconds left. It didn't look like he was going to get in. Got back up, and 2 seconds left, just got the top, straight down, got the next climb, 10 seconds left, up, got the third climb on a flash, and that was it. You know, the ball was rolling because he just persevered. And, like I said, 2 seconds left on the clock, that was the top, and that fired him up to get the second and third.
Got the psychology going.
Yeah, and I think things like that, that's where it is. You really, if you battle and you understand and believe you can get it, it could come. And that was really great to see. It was a little mini highlight. Unfortunately, he was 21st because the last 2 didn't fall for him. A shout out to him. Huge effort.
It's not over till the buzzer sings.
That's still a victory to me. I think, if you're a competitor and you can go out and top 3 of the climbs, then that he should be very proud of his effort. And everyone, like I say, everyone should who came out, but not just these top 20 who made it. There was some sterling performances from many athletes.
And I think everyone enjoyed it. I mean, really, the quality of the competitions really is fantastic. So
we're going to see Mia and Luke come out now, I believe.
All right, we're about halfway through. We'll be back in a moment, folks. Hang on.
Not yet.
All right, here we go, folks. We're welcome back. Or
welcome if you just joined us.
Yeah, welcome if you just joined us. We are right in the middle of the semi-finals here, the Open A, Open male and female semi-finals. The first competition of the 2023 calendar from Sports Climbing Queensland, or Sport Climbing Queensland. At this fantastic facility at Core Climbing here on the Gold Coast down at Carrara.
Yeah, exactly.
Halfway through.
One of 2. We have a rope centre, a legacy building, if you will, the tallest walls in Queensland that's just reopened for Core now as well in Cornubia in the sports centre there. So if you're local, go and check it out. There's some incredible lead and top rope routes and some auto belays. But this is our home, our baby, our original spot. The home of Boulder Mania, September 9 and 10 every year.
Make sure you get along to that. Absolutely awesome time and fun.
You'll be back, I assume, as well.
I would love to be. Yeah, for sure.
We need to ink that one down, but September 9 and 10, Boulder Mania. But this is our big focus now, and Sport Climbing Queensland. The calibre of climbers at this event is
now.
Incredible.
Listen, where do you finish this?
I'd be on the ground still. I think this is the first top. She is really climbing phenomenally, and
this is great, folks. Carlotta, and there's a very small, it's called the jib, a very small hold there. This is a balanced finish. Here we go. Oh, yes. So delicate.
A little bit of a nonchalant step off, but there she is. Yeah, had a go.
No.
And she was a little nervous yesterday when she started. She said, "Oh, you know, I'm a little nervous." And then 2 tops later, she wasn't a little nervous, and she's just carried that energy in. And performance today, she's putting on is phenomenal. So I think she's joint first at the moment, but with a climb left.
Yeah, and that'll update as we go. So there's still a few to go. What are we, about 10 climbers in, I think?
Yeah, 11.
Yep.
11.
11 climbers in.
The 12th about to go next.
Yep. Hey, we've got Emily here. Hey, there's the future of the sport right there.
Yes. Yeah, incredible. Young Ava and Harlan, great climbers, both competing at nationals.
We've got Sam Gage here. Just trying to get herself established and started. I wonder if she started yet. And Emily, atop. Oh, not yet?
Not yet.
There you go.
There,
2 hands.
For the judge, that's the new method. You see, look for the judge, make sure they acknowledge it.
That's right.
And she is an experienced climber, and she knew exactly what the steps and processes were. Yeah, I mean, incredible, incredible. It's nice to see these tops coming in. And honestly, one top just takes that pressure off. But are we going to see a top on this first one, Jess?
Well, let's hope so.
Mr. Victoria maybe will do it for us, you know?
We've got some absolute beasts still to come. There's Andy Brown, happy times. His semi is over. And,
yeah, and we've got a shout out for Mala, who's just started here as well. I think he's taking on the first climb now. Yeah, come on, Mala, there he is. I'm just watching off camera here, just live in person.
Oh!
He's actually close. We've got Sam finishing up her session, but I just averted
well,
the gaze a little bit.
Last time I saw Marlo, he was about half a foot shorter than that. He has absolutely sprouted in the last year, so he must be 6 foot plus now.
I stopped counting when they passed 5'4", to be honest. Yeah,
I think he's got the measure of this. I saw.
He looks like he's got a potential to take this one down. That's why I stopped talking to you at home. I just looked off camera. I mean, the action is everywhere, and a beauty of being in the building. But obviously, if you don't have that luxury, which many others don't, and they're not aware of this Sterling live stream, please take a second to share the live stream with your Facebook, with your with your friends. Let's get as many eyes on this so we can keep live streams running for events. And yeah, it's been a really good turnout of people so far on the stream. So yeah, keep watching, keep streaming, keep sharing it. Let's get all eyes on these great athletes who are giving up their time, energy, and skin.
Totally, and we do have. We've got the finals later on today, folks. So make sure you hang around for that if you're settling in for an awesome day of action. The best boulderers and climbers in Queensland here at the championships. We'll be back. We'll be back in just a sec, folks. All right. Who have we got up on now?
Mitros. Now, he's not the most dynamic, but he's probably the strongest human alive. So let's see how he goes. So he'll figure this out. If anyone can power through it and back muscle, 0% body fat can. Luke, and again, I get tired of saying how nice these people are, but every single person in this competition is absolutely just lovely and kind. But Luke is a one-of-a-kind nice guy too. Oh, look at this. He's almost just going to rock over and stand up.
I think, yep.
Oh, there's an opportunity
well,
for this.
It's certainly a little bit of a coordination move. You'd probably call this a little bit of a coordination, a little jump, little dyno.
I don't know what to call it, to be honest, Jason.
Well,
I'm trying to figure it out, and yeah.
Call it confusing to begin with, and we shall see. We shall see.
I'll bow to your name knowledge on that one, because there is coordination required, but it is just insane.
We got young Kyle here.
Yeah, come on, Kyle. Let's see him get a top up.
This is the M5. Is it the last M4?
M4. This
M4.
One, yeah. So the last.
Oh. No, it wasn't 5 boulder problems. It's 4 then. I thought it was 5.
What did they put in our water?
I was right to begin with.
Never doubt yourself, Jason.
There you go. I should have stuck with my original call. Anyway, thankfully, it's not life or death situation.
No. And Kyle is competing in the Nationals next week, the Youth Nationals. And here was just an extra. He put himself in to get that experience. And again, this is what it's perfect for. And he's really done himself proud today as he finished up his last one. Now, let's see if we're going to see Mia or Luke get these climbs. Come on. Both very experienced climbs. Tasha's working on this orange one. good friends of Carlotta,
Yep.
who got this before.
Yeah, I see them down at Alpine
Yeah.
reasonably often.
Yeah, exactly right. They
Absolutely
climbed
crushing.
together. Great little duo. Well, like I said, two friends from that same group with
Yeah.
a number of other really lovely people. And they finished
Oh,
back to back.
wow. Nice. So strong. Who we got?
Yeah, that was incredible. Gisana, is it? Yeah.
Desana. One move to the top.
And she should
Come on.
boast.
Oh.
Not a name joke, but that is a terrible dad joke. But she should boast because she's climbing very well. And she climbed really good yesterday as well. Come on.
All the
let's
way
see
from
what you
South
can do.
Australia, which is fantastic.
Yeah, good to see another people commute.
Thank you to the interstate competitors travelling. Great to see, that's the case.
From New South Wales as well. I think yeah, exactly. Mia's a Sydney athlete as well, who's come up here for that experience.
Yeah, she's done well in the Youth Nationals last year.
So you can see the clock in the top, by the way, if you are at home wondering how long they've got left. 1 minute 45 here. Come on. the star's been getting a lot of reaction.
It's like, how do I do this? It's that's fantastic. And he's getting a bit closer over there.
Yeah, Luke Beatrice is getting a little bit closer on that first one. We've seen Mr. Denner. Come on, Kyle.
Yeah, very brutish, this one. Lots of shoulder and body strength.
It was incredible how he did the first one yesterday, which was on the underside of the arch with the two cones, and he just basically jumped it like a tree and just grabbed on and hung on, and yeah, we enjoyed that one, obviously, yeah, but he did it in a way that no one else has done it.
Good tree hug. Well, let's see if Jasana can make this top. Now, she was a bit twisted up here on that last one.
That undercling left
Probably
hand.
needs to get to that with her right.
I was going to say the undercling left hand's holding her in there. She needs to get that out hand clear, but she's only got 45 seconds, so not sure she's going to have time to give it another go. I think she's stepping away. But let's see if Mr. Beatros can fire something magic up here. Come on, Kyle's got a shot. Again, I think time might not be his best friend on this 30 seconds. Let's go, Luke.
Oh!
Come on, Luke.
Well,
I think he should just put his sticks down now.
Yeah, he got some air time then. But again, we haven't even seen a zone on this one. But like we said, folks, we've got our...
This could be the splitter, you
our
need
top
climbs
9
to divide people up.
Yeah, the first one out. Shake up those climbers.
Oh, my goodness.
That looks like the way it should be done.
That's the way we're going to see it, if we're going to see it.
I think so.
And now we're going to see, oh, Tiny Dog.
Hey.
Terrier.
There we go.
All right, so I'm going to see Carlotta finish
all right.
the first session.
We'll be back in a second, folks. We'll hear from our sponsors. All right, thanks, sponsor. I had a little go at the pinch competition yesterday.
That's what I was gonna say, yeah.
I did all right. I didn't warm up. I should have used some chalk.
Some monster guy turned up, a friend of one of the climbers, hands like shovels, and he did 7 minutes. Yeah. So I think he does that at home. I thought he was a plant. They just wanted to take their prizes back home with them. But it was phenomenal.
I remember in my younger days, I was Bricky's labourer for a few weeks, and some of the guys who'd been around forever, hands just like lumps of rock.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
You know what they do for a job before they tell you.
Totally.
Come on, Carlotta.
Carlotta on her final boulder problem here, and she's in good position right now. We still have 9 climbers to go. Carlotta very, very tenderly ready for this committing move around the corner.
Well, just if she tries Emily's way of jumping to the black and holding, or like paddling.
Looks like you need to go like, you know, 2 hands.
Well, we've seen a few paddle through, or we saw actually, I should say, a few Katie paddle through, tap past the first one and catch on the second.
Yeah.
But the way Emily did it, I think, is going to be the way we'll see a bit more.
Looks a little bit easier to just go with 2 hands on that one, but here we go. Emily Godson. No, Emily Ames. Amy's. Sorry, folks. And we've got a shout out here from Elizabeth. Thanks
Oh,
for a
that's
shout out.
fine, yeah.
Thanks for the shout out for the live stream. And Corey, man,
Thank you so much. Yeah, and hey, shout out to yourselves for watching. Thank you so much. And yeah, hopefully you're enjoying it because we are definitely having fun here. It's John O'Giles there, a veteran climber, but still only about 20 years old. He's absolute regular in the finals. And
oh, we've seen this Marlow now. Commentator's cursed that one.
yeah, you've done it again, Jess. You had it again. Oh, and Zach hit the zone. Zach Testram, who dressed like a hot dog yesterday.
I love that. That was so good. Somebody competed in the what was it? The
Open A, yeah,
the Open
here
A.
he is. This is the man.
There's the hot dog man.
Yeah, and he's now in the semis. In no suit today, though. Yeah, a little bit more serious.
A little
right?
bit more on it.
Nah, it's brilliant to see. And I think the thing with being an athlete in this, what you don't understand is we have the luxury of seeing how other athletes are getting on with the climbs. But if you fail a climb, in your head, everyone else has got it, and you're now behind.
Yeah.
And that's where you have to go, hey, maybe no one got it, and step past clear, you might go again.
Especially if you're in isolation, you don't know what's happened or whatever.
Well,
the psychology of that.
Exactly.
Yep.
And that's the thing we were talking about before, but it's
all right.
it's
Marlowe's
so hard
here.
to know. Yeah, come on, Marlowe. And yeah, you know, one top changes everything, and competitions are won on attempts. Yep, Zach's oh my gosh, Zach basically had that then.
Attempts and tops. Oh wow. All right. This is a big commit. Oh!
Do you think they're related?
Looks like that. Is that mum and dad right there?
Yeah.
Celebrating. Well done. Yeah.
I mean, I didn't think he was just going to fire up like a rocket.
All right, here we go. There's this contortion move here.
Yeah, so...
We've got, this is Jaden.
I imagine it'd be a rollover like that, mantle over, and then full shouldery pushback.
Oh!
And Carlotta's made it through too.
Well done, Carlotta.
This will put her in first if you can top this.
One move away from the top, folks. She should get it. Big hold. Hey!
Hold it again, hold it again, hold it again. Thank goodness, yeah. I was like, the judge better acknowledge it. I was like, don't want to go for that roller coaster.
Oh, we have seen a few of those where a little bit too excited before the judge says yes.
She definitely showed control and shoulder strength. Excellent showing from her. And remember, if you see these people in real life, you know, just remember to give them a little nod and congratulate them, because they really have given up not only their time but their effort and their skin, and so much they compete and give everything here. So everyone should be, you know, acknowledged for what an awesome effort they put in.
Well, it does. That's one of the things that if you're not a climber, you may not appreciate or understand. Oh, great. Here's the replay. Carlotta making the top.
Excellent replay.
Oh, how good's that?
Wild Earth. Thank you so much. Yeah, brilliant. Awesome. I mean, you can see a fun personality in the finish alone.
Totally.
We're going to see Jono get this first one, I guarantee it.
Let's
go. This man has got a million betas up his sleeve.
Oh!
And he'll try this 1,000 ways. He's going to be the guy to get it. I've got a feeling.
Well, that's what I was thinking. Maybe it's a slow to go fast. Like you step up a bit slow to, you know, you don't want to overshoot it.
Do you remember what he did, was it Boulder Manify, where he did the hop on the slab and he jumped past this move that everyone's going 1 mile an hour? He did the total opposite, and he's always got something up his sleeve to excite the crowd. And we're going to see Mr. Beatros here, Luke working on the mill too.
Well, that's what we love about the variety of this competition format. So many different climbers with different styles of strengths, bodies, 100%. Flexibility.
Yeah, and no other sports like it. You know, there's such an archetype of body for most sports. You know, if you're a sprinter, it's these big long legs, etc., etc. And you know, climbing, you see everything. Tall, short, you know, muscular, slender.
Yeah.
I mean, all athletic, but in completely different ways, competing head to head. And we're seeing, and you know, these climb variations. Well, we're seeing Luke Beatros now on an incredibly slow slab, and we're seeing Jono take on this big dyno, which is just wild, really. And we've got a brother and sister competing as well. We've got Beth Bowman in the middle, and Sam Bowman just coming out now next season.
There you go. Some friendly, friendly sibling rivalry.
What a great angle this one is.
That's the
here we go with Jono.
That's the prime shot. Yeah,
I think you need a little bit more gusto than that, but not, yeah, but that slower aspect.
Not overshoot it, maybe.
You've won me over with your idea on that. I think that is the way.
Well, it certainly seems easier from the commentary table rather than up on the mats.
Yeah, it's still, oh, here we go, he went higher. He went higher, and it looks like that's the position. You really got to get up high on the first hold.
Up,
and
not over.
Second,
Up, not over, maybe. Let's just see.
Exactly.
And here's Mia.
Come on, Mia. All the way from Sydney. She's got to, come on. So,
Yeah, that looks quite intense, pulling into that undercling.
I always think when you get under 3 minutes, you feel like you've got nothing left, but it's half your time at 2.5 minutes.
Yeah, you've got to be careful not to let that get to your psychology, psych you out a little, but looks like there's some fantastic, bit of a shout out to Climbing Gods Australia.
Yeah, awesome.
Keep calm and climb mountains, I like that.
Yeah. What better advice is there? Now we're just going to see, it's always nice seeing people round up their sessions with a top, and we want to see Tasha just get that top there as well.
But, that was...
Come on, Jono.
How committing was that?
He's trying to prove me right, but he's got, come on.
Oh, looks like we might be, Yeah, I think Jono at least has got it in him for this first move. But again, we haven't seen the top yet, and she's pretty sparse at the top. He's probably got a couple of 2 or 3 real good attempts left in him. It'll be interesting to see how he approaches this.
Yeah, it'd be nice to see, and I'm just watching Luke Beatrice on the edge of screen here as well. Really delicate, really precise, and again, he doesn't have that foot that Marlowe grew in the summer to help him out, but come on, Jono, he's got it. Oh, no.
So close.
You got 1 minute 10, chaps. This is it. We're gonna see these tops.
Oh, it's tense.
All right. Oh, yeah.
Cool, Tasha.
Hey. All right. I was going to say, that committing move around the corner doesn't seem that difficult, but it's psychologically committing.
Yes.
And I think that's the thing. When you get up there, you test it out a few times.
I'm seeing really, really great variation in these climbs, and a lot of precise movement. There's not boorish power. Oh, come on, Tash. And she's such an upbeat, lovely human as well.
Well, sitting here, I'm thinking, all right, well, it's done. That's
Yeah, no, you think it's wrapped up. One move.
Yeah, one move.
The hard part come across. Not to be.
Not to be. Yeah.
I'll get some more
shout out from
Scooper.
Scooper.
Carlado as well, yeah.
Yep. Shout out from the Alpine crew. Great to have your support on the live stream, folks.
Yeah, thank you. And remember, keep sharing it, keep spreading it. Let's get more and more people online and all eyes on this. More eyes, more prizes. It doesn't quite rhyme, but I'm
And if
taking
you've joined us, we'll be back in a second, folks, after this little message.
looking for some gear there. Happy Beaners is website. Go and have a quick look. And I believe they had a promo flying around on one of the sponsored marks earlier as well.
They did.
Using the code FREECHALK.
Yep.
Yeah, so...
get yourself a bit of free chalk action.
Well, who's to say what it gives you? That's just an assumption.
Track them down.
Yeah.
But a bit of a shout out to all of our supporters, sponsors, advertisers. Certainly takes a little bit of effort to put on a competition, and we wouldn't be able to do it without
everyone.
Yeah, without everyone.
That's it. They all give it. Volunteers. Oh, we've got a very familiar face on female one here, Clea, and she's battled over some injuries, some tendon issues last year, and come back as strong as ever. And she is really G'd up to shit. She got 10 hours
looking
sleep.
very solid here on this first.
She said, "I'm rested and I'm ready." And as fun and hilarious and kind-hearted as she is, she's she means business, and I've got a little bit of faith in her today. I think she's going to shine. So I need to tell one. I don't want to jinx her again, but I'm really excited to see how she goes today because, yeah, really incredible climber and very fired up. And obviously, young attacker we're excited to see as well. They're filming a documentary on her today. Yes. Core athlete, been a core athlete for a few years now and climbs everywhere in all the gyms, but we worked with her for a few years and just just one of the nicest families and humans, and it's good she's getting a bit of some accolades, and they're filming this documentary on her today. She's part of a 13-part series on all obscure sports, which is great.
Well, that's fantastic, and great to see climbing is in there. Well, what I did hear in the recent Olympics, it was one of the most, well, it was the #1 most new-watched sport or sporting category.
Yeah, exactly.
Which was awesome.
Uptake, and yeah, I mean, so it should be, because if you weren't aware of it, and not enough people were aware of it, it is, yeah, it's the best. You know, climbing is just phenomenal. It is. Bias aside, well, I can't put it aside. I'm biased as heck. But it is the best sport because you meet friends. You meet, friends for life as well. Good people, good values. It's not Booze Britain. It's not up in the discotheque. It's we're here, we're having fun, we're exercising, we're encouraging each other, and, we're kicking goals. And you see great people become superb people because of the communities they build, and
it's fantastic. Yeah, it's
no other sport like it.
It's one of the things that I've always loved. I've got friends and connections all over the world. No matter where you go, climbers.
I saw your water bottle, Jace. That's got a story to tell, 20-year water bottle.
Welcoming people. If that water bottle could tell stories.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, and I was literally just gonna say, here's.
Here we go.
Yes.
Hey!
I don't care about the rest, Rodrigo. You've done enough.
Now, Rodrigo.
You've done enough, Rodrigo.
All right.
He just come back from a World Cup scene, I believe. Someone was telling me.
Well, there you go. He's
over in Brazil or something. I think he was competing.
Well, it looks like he's brought back a little bit of strength and power because he's the first competitor to reach the zone and do the first move.
And he climbed sensationally yesterday as well. He went out, one of the last people to come out, 4.5-hour isolation. Didn't slow him down. Bingo, bango. And he went
4.5 hours. Wow.
Yeah,
all right.
topped all 5 yesterday.
He's saying, come on, crowd, give him some pump up. Oh, yes.
Different style.
That was it.
He's just topped it 2 different. He's just hit that 2 different ways. He already got the zone. Now he's skipping the zone, is he?
He's not even using the zone right now. Oh, wow. Okay, incredible.
Yeah, this kid's got some beans on him. Yeah, great.
Around the corner.
Wow.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. We're going to see a top.
Wow, come on,
Rodrigo!
Oh, Rodrigo.
Commentator's curse. I won't say anything, Rodrigo. Get back up there.
We need to be quiet. We need to just watch the footage. Put us on mute. No, please don't. But
Emily here. Change of pace to Rodrigo absolutely throwing it down, and Emily just.
And I think did Beth Bowman get the top over there as well? I think off the screen. I think she just topped 2. So. It is a lot of action for us to try and cover. So
there you go. Look at that. Another beta. Left hand on and a right hand undercling. 4 seconds to go. Come on, Emily.
Come on.
Oh!
Hey, deserves a clap. That's, you completed in 2 different categories over a weekend.
Yes.
You deserve extra praise.
All right, folks. Back in a second. All right. Oh, well, there you go.
Shout out to St. Climbing and another future pusher, the curly-haired assassin.
Absolutely gorgeous. All right, out on men's #1.
All right, so Emily climbed another Emily.
Another Emily.
You're going to be sick of me saying about Em Curtis, this young girl. She is another character for sure. She did some interviews yesterday. Actually, I think you'll get to see her interview. She hit the deck. It was hilarious, bless her. She's
a big fight.
Yeah,
Sam Bowman.
Oh, come on, Sam. Yeah, great character. So it'd be good to see these 2. This is your top 6 now into Sam, who's in 5th place technically, and you're in same spot, 5th place. So here we go.
All right.
4th, I should say. So isn't it 1, 2, 3? No, 5th.
Sam coming in 5th. That's it.
Joint 5th, but yeah, 5th place as well. So
we've only seen 1 top on men's #2. And now we've seen 1 top on. No, we didn't see a top on men's #1.
No, we didn't see a top on men's #1. We're eager, and young Mr. Bowman is gonna maybe, but it's interesting that Rodrigo is the only one to just adapt, switch, because he got the zone one way with this dynamic approach, and then switched to that more vertical, static.
One hand just drags the right hand on the.
Not to talk over you, but we need to see Mr. Beach. We need to see someone top this green. No one's topped this green yet.
The green hasn't been topped.
No, and
Well, arguably,
Jono's going chalk bag, true
our
slab
top
style.
5 stronger climbers or strongest climbers from the qualifiers yesterday.
Well, Sam's gone 2-shoe approach, the 2 varying brands of shoe. Maybe just repping all his, all his climbing sponsors here.
Sometimes, might need a stiffer shoe for a smaller hold, and the volumes.
He's got you covered. Just stick two different ones on. Come on, Luke. And I think this is the thing is that, this should be a real eye-opener on the difficulty of these climbs. Let's see how he gets on here. Now, I've seen Mr. Bowman make light work of many a climb. And how he figures this one out's going to be interesting. Got plenty of time. Let's see Emily Curtis here. Come on, Em. She's got all the curls in. Needs to use the power. She's absolutely very, very good technical climber.
All right.
From Beta Boulevard as well. And,
Desana up here, just about to finish. Well, hopefully finish. Well, it's her last.
Yeah, another out-of-state athlete. South Australian seems post, I think. Yeah. I was led to believe. But yeah, I think she's a safe Australian, so... Oh, it just took a cheer. It just took a cheer from other Sam.
Sam Bowman.
Sam Lavender giving the shout out, and Sam Bowman reacts. Oh, my goodness.
Here we go.
Come on,
Let's have
Sammy
it.
Bowman.
Let's have it. Yes.
He isn't held down for long. He isn't held down for long.
Yeah.
And he's looks thrilled with it.
He does. And big a relief. Yeah.
That's the thing. Come on, Emily, let's see it.
Yeah.
We want to see John and Emily get to it. Yeah.
Well, there's a lot of pressure on you to get that first one under your belt, and he's smiling now. He's feeling good.
You feel like you're always chasing the 8 ball, like I said earlier. You just never know where you stand. Come on, Em, you can do this.
Yeah, like we said, folks, that one, at a distance, doesn't look that steep, but when you get in under that cave...
Yeah, well, and this is good.
Holds.
This is interesting to see. So, we've got Sam Bowman, who is a Bouldermania champion himself of previous years. Year 2, he took the Bouldermania belt. This last year, current reigning champion is next up Ben Abel. And our first ever Bouldermania female champion, Sarah Reynolds, is next up as well. So a lot of the Bouldermania champs are now coming out as well.
There you go. Great.
So they've all climbed these walls before in competition. Different climb, different holds. But it's good to see them starting to hit the pack.
Great lineup of skills and the best Queensland talent in the open semi-finals, folks, female, male. We're about 3/4 of the way through. Fantastic to have you on the live stream with us. And it's going to be action-packed for the rest of the day. Coming to you live from Core Climbing on the Gold Coast. And don't go away. We'll be doing the finals a little bit later on. And we'll be back in a moment, folks, just after this little message. All right, folks, fantastic. We're back at it. Ian's just stepped out for a little quick something. He'll be back in a moment. And there's Max Thomas, out starting his competition in the semi-finals. We've got Theo there. Looking quite strong now. Moseying on up. It's not over though. There's a couple of tough moves here to finish. Theo absolutely making that look easy, and it certainly wasn't easy, folks. Oh, very nice. I think that might have been a flash, which a flash, if you didn't already know when you're listening in at home, folks, flash is when you get to bowl the problem first go. That's actually the best of the best when it comes to scoring. We've got Max Thomas here. Oh, yes. Here we go. So Max makes the zone. Big heel hook here. Just got to get himself around the corner and see if he can engage on those crimps. Oh, those holds are not as good as you want them to be. But I think Max now has got a good idea of what he needs to do. And we've got Elizabeth down here. Like we were saying before, I think it was Sam Bowman and Elizabeth Bowman, the sibling duo. Elizabeth finishing, well, this is her final boulder problem for her competition. And Marlowe here, very strongly actually, all the way through. This is a pretty brutish move. Big roll up, big... He's trying to do something different here, but a big roll up, big mantle press into that corner. Engaging all the body on that one, but Elizabeth here, just looking at this move, it's like we were talking about before, it's quite committing, but the hold's pretty good. But there you go. She's got herself in position, got that sorted. I've said it before, maybe I shouldn't, but it should be pretty well done and dusted from here to the top, but this move is still a bit precarious. We've seen a few of the competitors come off at this point, but it's a big hold at the top, and yes, Elizabeth.
I've returned.
Yeah, welcome back.
Thank you, sir, from the abyss. There's a Turkish food truck on site, and I just had to go sort a couple of things out for them. And if you are nearby passing, or you're watching this at home and thinking, what's for lunch? Get in the car, get down. You can watch the finals, get yourself a tasty little treat. I just saw them and they're selling...
what is on a Turkish food cart? Well, I want something now.
I'll be honest, Jace, I have no idea. It's called the Gozlem, and it is, I mean, just imagine you're hungry and you don't know what you want to eat. That's what they're serving.
Perfect.
Because it's like some of them are salami, some are cheese, some vegan, some minced meat, and it's in like a soft naan bready type thing. Incredible.
All right, well, there you go, folks.
So let's see Clea. Come on.
Now, Clea, how did Clea get on before? I didn't see if she got a top or not.
Actually got the first one with about 3 minutes. That second
she
shot.
Did.
Yeah,
okay.
Sorry, yeah. This is like saying...
She was looking pretty strong.
I said she's fired up. I said she's a machine, and I think she's going to do... Come on, Clea.
Nice.
She is such a strong climber.
Well done, Clea.
Wait. We never take anything for granted, Jace. What have we learned? What have we learned?
Well done, Clea. Yeah.
Brilliant.
Well, that's great. 2 tops from her.
Yeah.
And Max here.
I said to you, I do fancy her. Is this Rodrigo as well?
No, Max.
Oh, Max
Thomas.
Max on the white here, yeah.
There he is.
He's been here before. Did Ben Abel top this one?
Ben did make a top.
Nice, and Max Thomas makes a top.
Ben's not out yet. Sorry, folks. It was Sam Bowman made a top, Max made a top, and Rodrigo.
Ben's next. Yes,
Rodrigo made a top. Max Thomas, they're doing a... I think that was on his
I saw the
third, fourth go.
queue here, but they're 2 away, aren't they? That's my fault.
Right.
That's my fault, sorry.
We've got Otako and Ben out in a moment.
No. Ben will go out with Sarah Reynolds, so that's what I'm saying for 2 Boulder Mania champions. This is your current Boulder Mania champion, Ben Abel, on the climb 1. M. Curtis and Jono, there we can see in centre square as well.
We've got Emily Curtis, yep.
Yeah, and Sam Bowman too here, about to take on this climb. He's throwing back the towel. Oh, this is going to be exciting to see. I don't know who to watch because Ben Abel's about to hit number 1.
We've only seen 1 top.
Oh, doesn't get the zone go 1. This is important, how many attempts they take to get the zone.
Well, we were talking about that a moment ago, a flash, which is you get from bottom to top in your first go.
Yes.
But after that, folks, it gets counted to zone and to top.
Yeah,
and,
so a zone flash but a top in 3 goes is much better than just a top in 3 goes.
Well, it's kind of like golf. Yeah. The lower the score, the better.
Yeah. Yep. Great way to just look at it, simplify it.
And here we go. We said we wanted to top on this green. We might see it. Nice. Well done.
And look, Em's firing herself up as well.
Jono, yep.
She didn't get the first, but she's going to make up for you. Come on, Em.
Jono got the stoke going right there.
And I'd like to see Luke finish on a top here as well. So he's only ever done, 1 or 2 comps before. Huge amounts of potential. And really
he
good
just
to see
completely broke the beta. Just like, I'm not going to use any of those other hold things.
Talking, to be honest, Jess. Come on, Em.
Emily
so
here.
You've got to get that left hand up to that grip.
Yes.
There you go.
And this, it's not over.
Oh, no,
not over.
Nothing's given in this game.
There's no gimmies. I think you got to turn that one into a push down. There you go. And come on.
You got to get the left foot up. You got to get that right foot up.
Absolute heartbreaker there on the final hold for Emily. Well, let's see what Ben Abel's got here. He's 2 minutes in, hasn't
And we've
hit
got
the
Mia
zone
finishing
just
up
yet.
as well. Oh, you see, he knows it comes. Oh, come on, come on, come on. Mia, this is Mia. Just finishing up. Mia,
I think she's probably a couple of attempts in here.
Yeah, well, this is the Sydney athlete for the females. Come on.
We haven't seen the high heel look on that move
With the length,
yet.
they look like they could just bump onto the next, but this black hold one is not positive.
It's not as good as you want it to
really
be,
nice,
and it's
really
overhanging pretty significantly
Yes,
as
yeah,
well.
yeah,
So
28 degrees, something.
Yep.
It's just less than 30, but it's pretty steep.
well, that's great to see. Well, Mia's made pretty good work of it, actually. Yeah, she's
just look
looks
at the
like at this
time there,
point
2.5 minutes, she's
in the top 6. So
Yeah,
that's
so-
fantastic. Oh, and there we go. We've got Ben down here, reaching the zone.
He's got
And,
one finger tucked. Now he's opened his hand up. He only had 3 fingers on that.
That is so strong.
Yeah, and
Let's
this is
see.
see, this is the thing you see is that it's about battling through. Now we've got Sarah Reynolds
Now-
taking on the one in the arch here.
Yeah, and Sam into this spot. Oh,
He's been there 3 times now.
Has
and
he?
He's struggling to get that rock over.
well, there's nothing to hold on to. It's all about body position there, I think.
Yes, yeah, exactly. We've only seen 2 tops, and Mallow was one of them with that rocket explosion. Now, come on, Em.
Well, she's been here before. She knows what she needs to do.
She's a lovely, lovely person. I told her if she
Yep.
wins, she can set us a route.
Get her hips
She wants to
all
be
the
a
way
route
over that
setter, so
thing.
Here we go.
Yep. And
Shout
then
out to Wilder.
and then pushing down. Once she's in that,
You're good, you're good.
Good.
Turn it to a push.
Push. Come on. Come on.
Just the toe, just the toe. See, there's nothing on that left toe. So, there's nothing on that left toe. It's just a volume, and they need to brush that because, yeah. And now we've seen Sarah Reynolds make some moves through on the first one, and Luke come back.
Well,
and
now
go
he's just
another
like, no, I'll dyno to the hold.
one. Yes, come on. And we've got, is it Nassia as well? Yeah, Nassia.
Nasha.
No,
So Nasha here,
is that already swapped up?
making away. Nice. Ben Abel making a top there, folks, just off screen. You didn't see that, but Ben did get men's number 1. But we're looking at Nasha here. Or short, Nash for short.
Is it Nassia? Well,
Yeah,
stick with
Nasha.
Nassia.
Yep.
She's a really good climber as well.
Absolutely. Oh, come on. Oh,
Are you going to give her it?
no. I don't think so. That was not in control.
She just asked that. She's like, "Is it
Come
good?"
on, give that to me. No, that one doesn't count, unfortunately, chat.
I don't think she's going to have enough
folks.
time.
There we go.
Come on, Sarah.
All right, bit of a
Another-
shout out from JL Studios. Go, Luke. And Ian's giving a shout out to Sarah. So here we go.
Yeah, come on, Sarah. She's such a lovely human.
Says here.
And I want to see Em get this job.
Oh,
Come on,
10
Em.
seconds
Fire
to go.
up, fire up, Em. Fire up.
For
No
both
time
Sam
for chalk.
and quickly. I don't think they're aware of the clock right now. Come
Oh,
on.
They know. It's just, oh, she didn't.
All right, well, there you go. Heartbreaker for both Sam and herself. Might mung down on a little bit of that in a minute. Ian, smells fantastic, though.
Yeah, we've been delivered Turkish delights. And,
All right, folks, we'll be back in
natural
just a
delights.
second.
Yeah, looks good.
Ready to go?
All right, folks, we're back at it.
And
You
the
can see Max
recipient
Thomas here.
just over there, and Campbell Harris as well has made his way out now. So the
Oh,
chap who
and
got the big
Atako.
toe in support.
And this looks like her first attempt.
Young Atako.
Come on.
She's just not tall enough, but
so
she
strong.
is a battler.
Boom.
Atako.
That's what you call a flash attempt there, folks. First go.
And that's what you call the power of Atako. She's got the power bob in today as well. She said she's put the hair in a bob and she means business. So.
All right, well, we've got Campbell Harrison on men's number 1. Shout out to the only Victorian here today.
Yeah, and this was the one earlier. They said shout out to Victorians, and
All right.
this is your representative. And
Well,
he's,
we got
one
Mia
from
there. I
that,
think
so
that's
there's-
Mia, isn't it?
Yep. Yeah.
Mia.
No, clear
Clear.
hole here. Sorry. I was looking at the list.
Clear. Yep.
Young
Clear
Clear.
Hall. Yep.
And she's only 17, you know, Cleo, as well. I was going to say before that I got told to her yesterday, and I was saying, you know, you're one of the veterans now. And she said, you do realise I'm only 17. I said, yes, but, you know, phenomenal.
I think that was Jesse. Was that Jesse?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Mr.
Jesse Ruffin.
Raffini,
Yep.
sir.
He finished in, first place in the qualifiers. But let's see here. We've got Campbell Harrison on slowing it down a little. I think for most of them, unless you're brutish, which some of them are, slowing it down a little worked a little bit better.
Something I always like to see is brushing their own holds. Alistair Ailey, who's not here this weekend, he's on holiday. Magnetic Island, I'm told, so I hope he's having a wonderful time.
Oh, here we go, Max. Let's see. Let's see. A bit of a...
Alistair,
That was fingertips. That was
might have been even
fingertips.
bigger than Mallow's jumping. That was wild.
Oh, it'd be great to see that in the
And I think
replay.
the
Oh,
Max got the
there's
first
some
one as
crushes right there. Look at those. Look at those three. 4.
Come on. Replay. This is Alex Young here as well, just coming across. Great trousers as well. Power. I love the design. Come on, Alex. Come on.
Now, pretty well 2/3 of the way through. Alex is...
Yeah, her little brother Axel climbs here as well.
Aha.
And she lives in Brisbane, and it's good to see her come down spot. Let's see Campbell get this. I think
he's getting the feel for that first move.
nobody flashed it though, did they?
No. No flashes, but a couple on the third or fourth attempt, I think.
Yeah. Okay. No, that's good. Yeah. It's look at this. Watch this replay here provided by Wildlife. I mean, when
Max.
you know, right?
Yeah. Yes. And you can see by the tips of his fingers right there, you can see his butt out. That was just like fingernail stuff, folks. That was awesome.
Alex here. So this is 60 seconds is not a lot of time. And when you've got to do, a complex climb like this, you can't really rush slab.
No,
it's slow and it's precise.
It's
so
meant to be slow.
So this is interesting. Like I said, this is why you never know how you stand. Young Campbell here is not made the zone on the first yet, and he's in joint first position.
Yep.
5 flashes in qualifying, and this is why these competitions are really, you got to keep giving it everything. And Clea Hall still just about to try and finish this. Come on, Clea, trust yourself. Big kickback.
Enough time to see.
Mule kick, almost. I go back foot back. There you go. Yeah. And then over 20 seconds. Take your time.
Let's see.
Re-establish
Drop
on the volume.
knee. Oh yes.
And then this is the dangerous step back, and then toe on the bottom. Yeah, perfect. Yeah.
Oh yes. Oh, buzzer beater. That is awesome.
There you go.
Well done.
Big smile on her face.
Yeah. Well, I think that first Boulder problem, men's one, really is that confidence shaker.
It's the divisive climb so far, I think, as well.
All right, back in a second, folks.
This sport climbing Victoria today, right?
All righty, folks, not far away from the final climbers moving on through, but you're watching now. Yeah. John O'Gillies on the final men's number 4. And this one, it's quite brutish, isn't it?
I think John should get that in style. Same like this red one here. Sarah Reynolds has got great press down power, so when she comes to that mantle moment, she should be fine. Really good to see how Kate goes on this first one as well, because, like I said, another, I don't want to say unassuming, but she's like very much like Emily. They're very petite, small, friendly, quiet, mild-mannered people, lovely humans, and then just climb like absolute weapons. And and she climbed so beautifully yesterday. It was really spectacular to see, and it'd be nice to see how she goes today. So she's moving up the arch now. You can't see it's off camera, but she's put an obscene heel hook in on the first climb.
Well, we'll see here. We've got our final 2 climbers out, Jessie and Katie.
Kate Mendel's making her way through. And look at Em here. She goes, come on, Em, this is your style. Come on. Come on. You know you can do it. So you see the hold's almost deceptive here as well.
Yes.
There you go. Want to see? You want to use
Oh,
that?
you can see this.
What is that? Look at that, Jono there as well.
Come on, Jono. He is oh.
Em's got it. Be taller, be taller. Grow. Oh, my goodness, she just pulled herself back in. Not again. She's going to go for it again?
Can she do it?
Wow.
Oh, that is good.
Wow. Now just lie there for a minute. Yeah, well done.
Oh,
that
fantastic.
was a great effort. Did Kate finish the first climb? I didn't see caught that.
It looks like she might have. Oh, no. She's still facing. So we shall see. Jessie again. We shall see. Jessie still to find the zone.
Mr. Abel giving it a brush down. Mr. Sydney himself. So Ben Abel, I've been following him on Instagram, and he's done some spectacular climbing around Europe recently as well. And Scarpa athlete. He's just, I think he's only 22 or something as well, isn't he? Which is depressing how young everyone is. But he's so strong, yeah. And actually, last year, shout out to him, he donated his prize pack at Boulder Mania last year's shoes to some of the local kids. He said, right, we'll do a raffle for the local
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah, really nice. See, so it just, I can tell you how many times these people are really nice, lovely humans, but, you know, it's not just hollow words, their actions back it up.
Back it up too. Well, he's moving ever so gently on this one, getting himself in position.
Shout out to Pinnacle Sports as well here, as you can see us off the top of the banner. Oh. Come on, Ben, look at that, just reseats himself.
It's
And
certainly...
Jesse Raffini's just hit he hit it in the slow-mo. So Kate's actually having a bit of a battle here with the problem one as well.
Number one.
And that's been a big split. We've only seen 3 tops so far on the first one.
On female number 1.
And one of them was from, was it Kate right at the beginning? Katie? McEwen?
McEwen all the way at the start.
I think it was, yeah. So we've got the current, is this the current live standings as we see it?
That is the live standings so far.
So having a quick look just to give you all a bit of a heads up how it comes through. Obviously, not quite final yet. We've got Emily Amies is in first place at the moment, then Theodora, but clear in third, obviously with a climb remaining. Oh, wait.
The order's in reverse.
Let me try again. As I was saying, in 6th position, you got Emily Amies.
6th, which is first.
I was trying to go 6th to first to give a bit of a suspense here, Jason. You've corrected me. So we can see Kate. Watch this heel she puts in here. It's just power. Oh, she's a bit closer to it now. She was at full extension before. There you go. Shakes the arms out in that spot, which is incredible.
Let's see how she gets through here. Just that transition from this
well, they're
next
not used
position.
To these crack climbs are interesting. They're pre-formed crack in these Arctic grips, but it's a very unique type of hold. We're the only one in Australia with these holds, actually. And we use them, infrequently, so when you do get them, it's a bit of a shock. Oh. Come on, John O'Bear. Come on, John.
That is such a wrestle. It's a big press and roll into that corner. You can see him physically exhausted after trying to do that.
I mean, I've got to say, you really got to say the route setters seem to have actually knocked this one out of the park. These,
yeah, totally.
Now you're seeing first place not going to climb, 7th, 8th place, starting to get 1 or 2, and then really great setting. So shout out to those guys. I'm really proud to be a part of it.
And shout out, there it is, the coupon code free chalk.
I wasn't making it up.
Track down Happy Vinyl. There's a little bit of something for those guys and today's competition. So
yeah, exactly right. And so obviously we do ask you, we support all the vendors and all the supports here. So if you are coming down this afternoon, make sure you check out all the stalls on site. You can see in the live stream and the sponsors here as well. Make sure you just check them out and show love and support to them as well.
So and, Rodrigo here on the last one. I wonder how Rodrigo's done. He's
called him on the first one.
Yeah.
Indifferent.
Come on, Cable! Come on!
Right, we're seeing the taco here. Make way everybody. Again, this is going to be a bit of a reach issue, so we're going to see how she goes. She's gone outside where others didn't in a crossover, but she's got into that same position.
I think once she gets up into this undercling, then...
Yeah, but she'll do it like no one else. This is the thing. She'll do it a very different way, I have a feeling. She'll probably get back foot up first.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and
there
then she'll come out on the undercling.
There
she'll skip the undercling. I told you she'd do it like no one else, didn't I?
Well, that's it.
She'd do it like no one else.
And that's the thing that you saw a prime example right there. Taller climbers wouldn't be able to do that. she's shorter. She has.
I think humans wouldn't be able to do that until she did it. Yeah, come on, attack her.
Well, you do it, and it reminds me of Maury. I don't know if you've watched the championships, the Boulder World Cup. Maury, very similar and fantastic to see. So,
but they're what keep the roosters on the toes as well, you know.
Different climbers
Completely
with different
styles
strengths
and betas,
Yep.
and they have to set and create for everybody. And you know, like you say, it's
Look at Rodrigo here,
it still took every
absolutely
ounce of her
beastly.
effort. Yeah, come
Yep.
on, Rodrigo.
No one's done it this way yet.
Well, only one top still, right? Only one top so far on this.
I think so.
So I think Clea needs this one to go into first position. So, sorry, I was saying before, in reverse order, we got in 6th position at the moment, Theodora. In 5th place, Atako, but she's only 2 climbs down. 4th place, Clea. 3rd place, Mia Whedon. 2nd place is Katie McEwen. And 1st place, Carlota.
Oh, Clea, absolutely fighting tooth and nail right now. Still got time.
She is a battler, though.
But,
she is a battler.
Yeah, looking good.
Yeah,
and
she's there.
I
Come
tell
on.
you what, Rodrigo
Just put her in first.
he's just absolutely, he's going to go from here, isn't he?
If
Clea
you
makes the
give-
top.
yeah, if you go- oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness.
Dueling tops right there. He's pretty pumped.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
That's and he gets his towel. Now let's see if Campbell Howes can put this one together here, because he didn't get the first one, but he is an incredibly talented climber. So let's see if he gets this one. This has been a real trick. We've seen Max, Thomas, and Mallow were the only 2 to get this, right?
Only
So
2. Check out this, Rodrigo. Oh, one armour.
the Wild Earth replay doing its justice again.
Dual tops right there and absolutely cracking climbing
Well,
here,
so
folks.
that'll put Clea in first, I will believe.
And we're not even at the finals yet.
Yeah, no, this is only the semis. I'm already riveted.
Some great talent throwing it down here, folks.
And Theodora, I think she's going to get this. We'll put her in first place because that's 3 tops. She's topped them all. I didn't even see her get the first one.
Now, we've seen this done a couple of ways. From this position, big balancey over, or a bit of a toe, needs a toe on underneath. Oh, she's going the drop knee.
I didn't recognise. She's doing the Emily M. Curtis way, but I didn't recognise her as an athlete. I think she's South Australia. It says it. Yeah, South Australia.
Oh,
wow.
here we go. Oh, yes.
Yeah. A little bit of... And they all do the plonk down, the satisfaction, and young Alexa there walking around. And
You can see the look on their face when they come off the wall, you know, either relief or exhaustion,
yeah,
or both.
pure relief. Yeah.
So
Come on.
very delicate here. You
So I think he's going to have to, through time, be forced into the dyno jump, which, whether it's his style or not, might benefit him, the lack of time.
Here he goes. Now it's the foot swap and
yeah, well, I think because he knows...
Oh,
see,
come
I was going to say, because he's
on.
only got 10 seconds, I
Yeah.
think he knows he'll have to jump.
well, he did. But there you go. All right. All right. One quick message. Back in a moment, folks. All right, you saw a little highlights clip there. Max Thomas making a top yesterday. But here we are. On the home stretch, folks. Our final climbers are out and on the wall. We've only got...
So I've got Jessie and Kate, the last 2 here. So
Yep.
Kate, did she top the first? She didn't top the first one, did she?
No, she didn't get a top on the first one.
So she can still make finals with 3 tops here. I think at the moment it's going to stand at 3 tops are going to be what you need to get into it.
Yep. Sam Bowman here making pretty short work of this one
I think,
right now.
I think he's going to use the Fury.
He's very strong. Looking pretty good here.
He's only
Again,
got
he's set up
2
for that
tops,
kind
I
of...
think.
Is that committing top? Yeah.
Yes, Mr. Bowman, a flash.
Yeah. Well,
And that shows you when you're locked in and it suits your style. Like that puts him at he's the first one to flash it and the 4th to top it, hour 20. So really incredible. And I want to see him get this. Come on, round up. This will put her into the finals.
Well, this start, folks,
She
we've
needs
seen cause all sorts of grief for everyone, and the judge was getting in there nice and close.
And then come on, Kate. So M. Curtis is going to need that to push into the finals. It looks like.
Kate doing. Oh, I was going to say she's going to do something a little bit unconventional here, but not feeling that comfortable in this spot. But it's designed that way, this move, until you get around there, get your hips around
Well, you
that
really got to
volume.
push that. I'm going to say come over that front toe, really
Yeah.
the way in, which isn't a positive volume.
Now, she's looking for something with her foot as
So
well.
this is what I'm saying is she needs the attacker better, but I think she'll pop the left hand up first, like we have seen.
Yep.
And
Now, if
then
you can
the
get
big
that
push
push
with the
down.
backhand.
Oh!
It does look further than it is, maybe, because they're all reaching for, or maybe it's deceivingly, or looks deceivingly close to you when you're on the wall. But
Well, that hold looks good, but maybe it's not. Maybe it's rubbish. And you never know, folks. It's that heartbreaker at the top of the climb. All right, let's see here. Sarah Reynolds. We've seen many of the competitors get to this point. We've seen it done a couple of different ways. One sort of this version, which is a bit of a drop knee all the way over. A bit of a stretch. Might need to move her feet a little. Just get a smidgen higher and a bit closer. Or this version, which is foot around and then a bit of a toe down under there. She's looking for the toe. There it is. Lock those hips in. There we go. Well done. Sarah. Very well relieved there.
actually, this one you had.
Ah, yes. Well done. Emily is getting around. The heel hook's worked a few times. Keeps you a bit closer to the wall. Now we'll see if she can keep the heel hook in or cut loose and then come around. It is a pretty big finish hold, this one. So we'll see what style. Looks like she's going to let that come loose here. Control that. And Emily's about to.
She's going to finish up with a top. Come on, Em. Don't let me down now, buddy. You know?
Oh, no!
Hey, what did I just say? What did I just say?
Commentator goes, she knows what she's got to do. And she's got the time. There you go.
Another Emily, the baby bouncer.
There's Chris in the background.
Hello to Louis there.
Our MC.
Let's go, Kate. Let's go, Jessie. Let's go, Emily. There's a minute.
Come on, Kate.
All right, Kate's about to move it. She knows what she's got to do here. Got to the last hold, the last move moments before, folks. Plenty of time, nothing to rush. And let's see if she does the same beta. She's going to try and maybe move. Feels quite, yeah, that's, she can make it. Have to, oh! Really not. 16 seconds here. Moving a little bit faster this time. Come on. Oh. Well, her semis is over.
Well done to her though.
Yeah.
Great qualifying round, good effort in the semis, and we'll see if it's enough.
Well, we're looking pretty good here. We've got only 3 more on the wall, I think. Maybe 4. 4 more on the wall. 4 of the men's. Max, this is his final boulder problem. And Max is certainly in the final 6 at this moment in time, so he's doing quite well. Got Jessie. And Atako.
Okay, Atako, let's go. We're going to come on, Atako.
Now, she's already topped the first 2.
Yes, so this is a first attempt as well, I believe. Yeah, so let's see if she goes flash, flash, flash. She's gone 2 for 2, I believe, so far.
Well, she's certainly throwing it down.
Yeah, the documentary crew are getting the footage they wanted, I would say.
Yes, and Max Thomas here on the right.
And this is Atako who said to me, you know, I can only climb in the morning at the moment because I'm focused on my studies. Yeah, clearly. Let's see what the results are. A couple of C minuses probably, which is, you know, I'd still take right now.
Yeah.
Come on, Atako. Come on, Max. I'd love to see. And Theodora as well on that final one. And she's going to go for all 4 tops if she hits that. And it'll put her in first place ahead of Clear. Right now, Atako's a little short, so she's going to have to reach down, grab that. She's going to have to match feet and walk up. And
Yeah,
just take your backhand off and do that.
I wonder if she'll go for the toe hook.
She must have a counterbalance in her hips. she's got some sort of counterbalance in those hips. That is.
Well, we saw some pretty... Well, Max Thomas did a very unconventional finish there.
I couldn't even watch it. I was watching a tackle do something I've never seen before. Just constantly impressed. These climbers are phenomenal. Come on, Theodora.
Theodora.
If she has a nickname, I apologise for not using it, but she has... I'm not familiar with her, but she has come and put an absolute marker down.
Well, that was done in pretty quick fashion there, so...
Yeah.
Lot of
3 minutes left, and she's topped all four.
Yeah.
So she will go into first, I would comfortably say.
Now, have we seen many tops on that green? The middle green?
I remember Jono, and Sam Bowman got it.
We just saw that was Campbell right there, wasn't it? That was Campbell, I think.
Did Campbell top it as well? Yeah, so I saw
Was
Sam
that Campbell
top
or
it
Ben?
earlier.
No.
So I've only seen Jono. I didn't catch Campbell, sorry, but I saw Sam top it, and I saw Jono top it.
A bit of a shout out here from Adelaide Bouldering Club. Go Theo!
Theo? Well, I'll stick with it then, Theo, sorry. Thank you so much for the correction. But yeah, she is an absolute weapon, and I mean, what a joy to watch her climb. So yeah, obviously South Adelaide crew get to watch her do that.
Yeah, there's a few on. Well, folks, we're on the home stretch here for the semi-finals. Then the Opens will go into isolation. And don't go away. We're going to stop the live stream, and then we're going to restart it pretty well straight afterwards for the Open B finals. Open B male, Open B female finals. So, but we're still here right now. This is the semi-finals right now of the Open A's, male, female.
Yeah, I mean, the way you did it was really different to a couple of others as well. Like some people came and got.
All right, folks, we'll be back in a moment. We've got to wait for that clock to come down. We might just hear from some of our supporters. All right, folks. Well,
Beautiful Glasshouse Mountain view there, was it?
beautiful. Well, hey, while this is counting down, Ian, we do have provisionals in the finals right now. So we've got in the Open A male,
Yeah.
in no particular order.
Let's give him an order.
Yeah,
Let's
in
give him
order.
an order, Jesse.
Well, at this
6-1.
moment, at this moment, we've got Max has come in at number 1, Sam Bowman number 2, Marlowe in number 3, Ben Abel in number 4, John O'Gillies in number 5, and then Rodrigo in number 6. So there's some strong competitors there right now.
Yeah, and we still remember Ben Abel's still got one left to go, so he could jump to first. We've still got Jesse and Campbell both with 2 climbs or 3 climbs respectively to do.
Yep.
Yeah, and Kate has still got 2 to go. So they could all chop and change a little bit.
Yeah.
Jono Giles, as I've always called him, but I'm now starting to question it and think I might be calling him the wrong thing for the last few years.
Well, maybe...
He's never hit me up, so it's fine. We'll stick with it. We'll call him both and we'll take him back.
We'll see how we go. We'll just call him Jono, and then he's the only Jono in the competition, so that might make life easier.
He's the definition of a Jono as well. He really is. He just gets it done.
Right, so we've got Ben Abel here.
Yeah, come on, Ben.
On his final.
And Sarah on hers as well. Sarah Reynolds, absolute legend gun.
Now, where's Sarah in the lineup? Can she make it into the finals if she gets a top?
She's going to need to flash this. She's going to need that.
Well, this is her first attempt, right? Well,
yeah, to consider.
Oh,
Here
we've
we
got
go. Nice, Jesse.
Jesse, quick top here, and Ben.
So Ben's going to put a top in and put him in first position if he can do something like he always does.
Aha, there we go. Sarah not to be.
There's so many frowning faces from lovely people when they get off these climbs. A joy. But yeah, so Kate's going to work around this corner here as well. So she's going to get this orange one. She's going to need it, I believe, the last 2 back-to-back to put a run in for the finals. a qualifying score. I don't know if it's going to count, but it was impressive. 5 flashes out of 5.
Well, it does go on count back if you end up, you know, in a tie with somebody.
Yeah.
So it all matters. You know, the qualifiers matters, the semi-finals matter, and so on. And there's that awkward, weird, balancey start. That bit of tape up there, folks, you can't use that. The hazard tape area, it's taped off.
Well, Sarah's got years of experience, and yeah, she's using it all to belt. Like I say, the original Boulder Mania champion. She was taking home the $2,000 prize.
Yeah.
Plus, you know, all the goodies and shoes. So, you know, she's been there, and she's definitely won the T-shirt. And let's see how she goes in this one.
Well, again,
like to see
you know,
her at the
trying to
finals.
do the round the corner. I think we saw a few of the competitors just the double hands on the first hold there
and
seemed
you
to
see
be
a
better.
little bit in World Cups where people take these different styles due to body types, but it is a credit to the rooters when they can set something that can be very, very difficult, but also done in 2 different ways, you know, depending on your body type, because that means, you know, people see it those different ways. They'll try it one way, and do they switch? Do they stick with it? Do they ride it out? And that's what we've seen today. Is some people stick to the same method and come unstuck, and some people switch and try and reach the top. So let's see Kate come on.
Let's see. Well, she, like you said, she needs
She's
at
gonna need
least 2
back-to-back
tops. She
She's
needs
gonna
2
need
tops.
them. And that might not be enough because she hasn't got either so far, I don't think. But yeah, she's really, really phenomenal climber, and she just got herself a bit over. You've got to put that back foot back. You're gonna need more extension than your arm. You've got to get that back foot pushing you out. You can't do this. I tell a lie.
What is that?
I tell a lie. You can just snake it. What
Oh,
on earth?
that is phenomenal. Well, there you go.
Just give it there. Just give her the top. No,
Just
you don't need to
another
see
way
anything
of doing
else.
it.
Again, a curse, but a good curse. I said you can't do it that way, and she does.
That's a 3rd way of doing that top.
Yeah.
Yep.
And each equally impressive, but that's probably more impressive, to be fair. So she's going to jump up the rankings. So to give you a this climb read up, in 6th position at the moment is Mia Weeder. Now she's coming from New South Wales, obviously. Then we've got Katie McEwen in 5th. Atako is in 4th, but with a climb to go. Carlotta is in 3rd. Clea is in 2nd, and Theo is in 1st, and she's a South Australian.
So, like you said, only the Queenslanders can take the title, but not the podium. The podium's different.
But they do take final spots. So there's only going to be 6 people in the final regardless.
Yep.
So if we had 6 New South Walers, for instance...
That might be a problem.
Let's use a different analogy. If we had 6 Queenslanders in the New South Wales states... Come on, Sarah.
There she goes.
If you have 6 Queenslanders in the New South Wales states and they make the top 6, they will compete for the final. They will only be the athletes in the final, and then 7 to 12 will be given the medals. 7 to 9.
There you go. Oh, yes. Well, there you go. Not giving up till the final buzzer.
And a graceful dismount.
Yeah, and a great top there from Sarah.
Big smiles. Anna, we don't know if that's going to be enough. So, like I said, she's just got to nudge out Mia, who's in 6th. And I think Mia got 2 tops, sorry. And I think Sarah got 2, so it's going to come to attempts. This is a great replay.
Check out the replay here. Wild Earth replay.
She adjusts her fingers mid-catch, and then again. Great replay.
So we got Atako.
A lot of hugs in the crowd as well, and
high fives all round.
Sevi getting a pin hug. He's set for us all week as well, representing Bold Move on the sunny coast, and that's Emily who works with them there as well.
Well, we got Campbell and Atako on their final.
Okay, so we're going to go see Atako and Campbell here. Will Atako get the flash? Is the question. Campbell's making it look like a potato.
Making quick. Well,
Atako's still reading it on the ground. And
she hasn't left yet.
It looks like he's just trying to.
He's going to do the one arm hero. Oh, the 2.
There you go.
Oh, made short work of that.
But I don't know if it's going to be enough. So let's see. This will be very interesting to find out.
Well, he's not in the top lineup yet.
No, not before this climb.
I'm sure he'll be disappointed. He did amazingly at the qualifiers yesterday, but that's how it rolls. You know, sometimes.
Yeah, exactly. And Atako's going to do a running jump, and no, not today, not the flash. That's okay, Atako. She's wearing the Beta Spray Volume 2. She competed in the Volume 1 yesterday. These are limited edition core beta spray shirts. We only make 50 of each one.
Ah, there you go.
Might as well plug it while we're waiting for it to get
Give it a whirl.
Yeah, you know, all the common beta that you get thrown at you, it's in the spray away bottle there. So if you're looking for one, you can't get them. But you will be able to get volume 3 coming September.
Volume 3. And put your orders in soon. Hit Ian up on Facebook or YouTube or whatever.
Whoa. I've overstepped. Yeah, that's fine. Well, you'll know when they're there because you follow us on Core Climbers Instagram.
That is it. Well, Atako, technically she doesn't even need a top on this one to be in the finals. But
she's the kind of person who likes to put, you know, likes to give everything 100%. She actually normally, after the finals finish, even though she's in them, she'll quickly ask if she can continue climbing and try and send all male and female ones after the event, after a weekend of competing. So
fantastic.
Yeah,
well, there you go. Look at the confidence. That's her first attempt here, so it's her flash. No, it's not.
No,
it's not
actually.
She
didn't get the start.
Couple of goes at the start.
But it's her first attempt at these moves. But she's just very precise, you know, and that's what I like. Is that even when it looks a reckless move, it seems like she's calculated every option. In the back earlier, when I went to see her, she was warming up, and she was doing her maths homework. She said, I'm just doing maths work instead. I said,
I love that.
Warming up, Atako.
Well, has a little bit difficult that last move for her. So
yeah. Well, she's about a foot taller than about when we first met her, you know, a few years ago in the finals, and you know, still a little athlete, but now she's that bit of extra height has clearly been helping her, and she's flying.
Yes.
I'm waiting for my own growth spurt, so we'll see what happens.
I hear if you eat broccoli or something, you know.
I'll be back in 5.
Yeah.
Excellent effort from everyone here. It does look like Campbell Harris is going to sneak into the finals for anybody sitting at home, eagerly waiting for the results. They're going to be posted. But, it looks like I'm getting word that he might have made it in for you Victorians. And remember, it's going to be a quick changeover. Then we're going to have the Open B finals. And then we're going to have the Open A finals after that. So do stay tuned. We've got you covered all afternoon for some viewing, free of charge viewing, may I say. Keep spreading the word and keep the reminders going so we keep the view count up.
Well, that's it. Open B.
When we're talking, Jace. That's the 5 climbs, isn't it? Oh, no, it's still 4.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be around about, at this moment in time, folks, 2 o'clock.
That's 90 minutes, yeah, perfect.
Yep.
90 minutes, you've got time to drive to Cork, get yourself some Turkish food, get back home and watch it in the comfort of your own lounge. Oh, you know, treat yourself and stay here. Maybe buy something from one of the sponsors on site, Pinnacle, for instance.
Get one of those Turkish meals out there. I'm going to be heading straight there after this. But
I've got you covered, Jess. We got you on one of them.
We got Atako here. She's been here before. It's this final move that she needs to commit to.
Yes. I was just going to say, do you think she'll adjust her feet up? And no, she didn't need to. Phenomenal. First place, Atako.
Well, there you go.
Out of the semis.
Topped all of those.
And her dad's there, sat there, Nobu, just at the front. Mum and Dad are both supporting today.
That's great to see that.
She is only 15, and you've got to keep this in mind that these climbers, a lot of these climbers are under 21.
Fantastic support from their parents. We'll be back in a second, folks, right after this. All right, who we got here? We got Jessie.
So Jessie and Kate.
Jessie and Kate. Yep, their final. These are the 2 final boulder problems.
And I think they both need them. I think Kate's going to need it for sure, maybe a flash. Jessie's going to need it a flash too because they both got 2. This is going to be an interesting one because it looks like I'm hearing Mallow and is secure. So it could be Jono, Giles, Gillies, Jono the man. However you pronounce his last name, it looks like him who's on the chopping block. So if it's him versus Jessie, I think Jono didn't get this one, did he?
I can't remember that, but there you go. It is down to the wire for the final spot. Well, he's moving pretty confidently here.
Weird, isn't it, how some people just seem to look at this and it makes sense to them. And these are the... Oh my gosh, that's a new way of doing it.
Wrong. Oh.
Another new way, yeah.
Go the beast mode, and he's walking off like he didn't even try.
Yeah, I think he's not sure it's enough, that's why.
Yeah.
Kate knows that she needs this as well. I'm sure she's worked out in her head, and qualifying in first gives her an advantage on the ties. But I think Mia did get this one, so yeah, it's going to be get this to get through, basically. I think that's the way it works. And, come on.
It's one of those moves you sort of, you can take it one way or another, 50-50.
Turn the clock off and you get it in 5 seconds, but the clock there is...
it's an extra bit of pressure, right? It's an extra bit of pressure, yeah.
Your muscles are tighter and your mind's faster.
You're holding your breath, you're not breathing properly, but, it's great to see all of these athletes getting some experience, and I know many of them got their eye on the prize when it comes to the Olympics as well, and also the Boulder World Cups.
They should,
Totally.
If you're 15, 16 and competing at this level, the world is your oyster.
Totally. And it seems like you've got to throw it down in between the sort of ages of 15 to 25. That's all what we can see, the best of the best in the world at the moment in the bouldering World Cup scene anyway. But right here we've got Kate Mendel. She has to get a top here to move herself anywhere near.
She's got to get to the top. There's no ifs, buts, or maybes. And, I back her. I think she's got it.
I think she's got it. And doubles. There you go. Double hand.
The attacker way, 1-to-1, or the Emily Godson way, if you will. Now, come on, Kate, we assess. We there you go, lock in. Now she's got the 2. She's in a good spot. She's not the kind of climber to let this move go from there. Yeah, exactly. Toes locked in.
Yeah, a little bit of a bicycle move on that. Nice.
A little bit.
And really, it's just a power from here is what needs to be done.
The final roll's pretty good. It's
well, she's got that.
So I think that's enough.
Well, Jesse just bumped out.
So he did, John Owen. Yep. We don't have to worry about how we say his last name. See you, John. I love him. He's a good dude. I'm messing. And you know what? He's going to come back for Boulder Mania more fired up, which is exciting.
All right, I think that was the last of our competitors, folks.
Yeah, that's everything.
That was the last of our competitors. So, well done to everyone. Let's just quickly do this. Jesse Raffini in spot number 6, Open A male. Marlowe, Campbell, Ben, Sam, and Max Thomas. And we had Mia, Katie, Atako, Carlotta, Clea, and Theodora.
Well, Theo for sure, Clea, Carlotta, Atako, Katie. Are we definitely on that Kate isn't in yet?
We don't know yet.
I think the 6th place is still Tottenham. And again, these are pre-appeals, so don't take it for bait and off us. Hang around, stay tuned. They'll be printing the scores live. But I'm pretty sure that's the 6th. And then,
that's it.
Thanks for having me, Jess. I guess we'll be back in for the B finals.
Well, we will be, folks. So thanks for joining us for the Open A semi-finals. All done and dusted here, folks. We will be back at approximately 2 p.m. 2 p.m. The format will be 5 on, 5 off, as the same format you just saw right now. And that will be the Open B finals.
Yeah, thank you very
much.
much.
And the Open B finals, just before you go, folks, we will have Nathan Wright, Jonathan Lee, Tizano Pivar, Trent Nusik, Daniel Fitzpatrick, and Cody
Cody McMacken is in first place. Danny Fitzpatrick works for us. Good lad.
There you go.
Good team going to the finals. And in the girls, we've got in 6th place Sky Morris. We've got Phoebe Tavares in 5th. Azura Stevenson in 3rd. In 4th, Grace Gaston in 3rd. Gabriella Patterson in 2nd. And Hannah Sides in 1st. So
that's the Open B male and female finals coming up at 2 o'clock, folks. So we'll take a little break, about 1 hour, 1.5 hours. Join us again for the live stream at 2 p.m. for the Open B finals. After that, the Open A finals.
Look at this video.
Action-packed.
Beautiful.
Fantastic. All right, that's it from us, folks. We'll see you in an hour and a half.
Bye-bye.
see me coming, I'm about to get it started. Get it started. I'ma show you something that you never knew you wanted. Yeah, you want it. Claws out, unleashed, I'm a beast. Got the whole crowd. Party, make a scene, gonna get out.
In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.